for a day full of positivity to support local nonprofit organizations and fun. There will be food trucks, bounce houses, games, live music from Snap Bar Jones, and a special performance from Nashville recording artist Ryan Larkins, presented by Chesapeake Regional Healthcare. For more information about the event, head over to myconfest.com. That's myconfest.com. It is Wednesday. It's Hump Day, and this is your Fox Sports Update. New job because of Indiana names West Virginia's Darren DeVries as the new head coach. And this was announced Tuesday, and he will receive a 6-year deal with the school, what sources told ESPN. Also, in college basketball, Johnny Broome and Cooper Flat are unanimous All-American selections, and the four were unanimous first-team picks for the Associated Press men's college basketball All-American teams released on Tuesday. And Green Bay Packers got another receiver. His name is the former Kansas City Chiefs, Mecole Hardman. And the veteran wide receiver return specialist signed with the Green Bay Packers on a 1-year deal, which a source told ESPN's Jeremy Fowler. And it's a Hump Day Hot Take Wednesday. We got plenty for you. Reaction to the UNC game. Did they shut the doubters up? We'll talk about it. It's the Morning Drive with Johnny D. Powered by Cova Sports TV on Fox Sports 1310, 100.9 FM, and streaming live on YouTube at Cova Sports TV.
Live from the OVM with Annie Mac Home Mortgage Studios, the official home of the Hampton Road sports fan. It's the Morning Drive, powered by Cova Sports TV on Fox Sports 1310, along with Suave and J-Lo. Here's your host, Johnny D.
Hey, Hampton Roads. How we doing on this Hump Day? Great to be with you. The Morning Drive, Fox Sports 1310 AM, and of course the Fox Sports 1310 app. You can check us out on the X at Drive Johnny D, on Instagram and Morning Drive Johnny D. And we are broadcasting live and in living color this morning on YouTube at Cova Sports TV. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. You got a comment, put it into the comment box this morning, and we will talk about it on the air. Good morning.
Good morning.
Great to be with you.
Yes.
I am here.
Yes,
I'm a little groggy. That's okay. I had a chance to watch Carolina last night. Within the first 5 minutes, I knew this baby was over.
Nice.
And that's the beauty of, look, it's always nice, whether it's your team playing or a game that's a little bit later on in the evening, and you know you got to get up early, and they just come right out of the gate, and you know it. Like, this one is over. I mean, at what point, what was it, 57-32 or 59-32, or they were just throwing the hammer down on San Diego State last night, and Carolina goes on to win it. If you did not stay up, and you're getting up this morning by the final of 95-68, making a statement last night there, Suave. Making a statement to all you haters out there, to all of those who didn't want us to be part of the party. We talked about this yesterday, right? They weren't invited to the party. They were the J-Lo of the NCAA tournament, right? That awkward kid on the outside looking in. He's not invited to the party. He's normally going to be somebody's, let's say, side hustle.
Yeah.
Right? The popular kid showed up. Right? The popular kid showed up. And, oh, by the way, I had to bring J-Lo. Why? Because we're related. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You ever been to that party and you show up at the party and they're like, who's this kid? Oh, that's my third cousin on my aunt's side. I had to bring him. He was in town. What else is he going to do but sit at home playing video games? That was North Carolina last night. But they get the win last night, and they move on. They take on who? Ole Miss right now?
That's correct.
God, if I'm Ole Miss, I'm pissed. I'm absolutely pissed. Going, this team is really motivated to play. But Ole Miss coming out of the SEC, which is the greatest college basketball conference of all time. So we will see. But congratulations to Hubert Davis and the boys last night. And I also cashed in a little bit, not going to lie. Put some dollars down last night on North Carolina laying the 4.5, and I got her done.
Oh, yeah.
Got her done. Not only that, but I took Alabama State last night on the money line. Did it on the money line, which you want to talk about dumb luck. Here is dumb luck. I wanted to take Alabama State laying I think it was at 4 at tip-off against St. Francis last night, but I was just lazy, and I was doing something else. And the game had started because, again, it's at 6:40. You're not really prepared for a 6:40 tip. I'm prepared for a 7 o'clock. I'm prepared for a 7:30. you're not really prepared for 640. So the game was underway, and St. Francis was winning. I want to say it was 42-36 at the time, and I was getting plus money on the money line when I finally pulled up the ESPN Bet app there, Swab, and I said, all right, I was willing to lay the 4.5. I'll now just take the money line. And I took the money line last night. Of course, we don't know how that game ended. That was spectacular. I know you two were excited when you saw it. You were thinking Jaden Daniels, Chicago Bear-esque Hail Mary at the end of the game. And they win it over St. Francis last night. I was impressed with St. Francis. I'm not going to lie. Anytime you could get about 3 or 4 white boys on the court and they were dicing it up, good stuff. Good stuff. Don't laugh.
You said it.
But you were thinking it. See, that's what goes on this show all the time. That drives me up a wall. You're thinking it, but I'm the one who's got to say it.
Yes.
And I don't like that.
No,
I don't like that.
It's a lot I can say, but I allow you to say it because it's good then.
Because I'm the one who said it. As long as I say it.
As long as you say it.
As long as I say it, then I'm the one who gets in trouble. Not you, right? Suave puts the palms up, not me. He's the one who said it. But
don't worry, when I get that part of my life, when I be like you, I'm gonna let it rip.
Oh, let her rip.
I'm gonna let it rip.
Let her rip.
Right now, I'm not there, but when I get to you, oh yeah.
So there we go. So tonight we got what? 2 more games there, J-Lo, tonight?
That's right.
All right. What do we got tonight? What do we got going out tonight?
We got more of the first 4, the 16 versus 16. American University playing Mount St. Mary's.
Wow.
And
that's a juggernaut.
I know
of a matchup, man.
And that's,
I'm sorry.
The 640 start.
I love college basketball.
Let that go.
I love college basketball. There could be absolutely nothing on TV, and I probably still would have watched during the regular season American take on Mount St. Mary's.
And of course, that's the 640 start time. You want to see the actual good game at 9:10. You got Texas taking on Xavier to get that last 11 seed.
Yeah, and Texas is really good. They were a surprise to get in. And look, Xavier was a surprise to get in too, because if you're complaining about Carolina's record, you should complain about Xavier coming out of the Big East. I think they were another one with one quad, 1 win. So, yeah, we got a little action tonight. We got baseball this morning.
Yes, we do.
We
Cubs
got the game on right now.
Yep.
Of course, J-Lo is locked in. A little Dodgers Cubs this morning. Any update? Any score?
Scoreless.
We are scoreless in the first.
Uh-huh.
Is that correct? All right. So throughout the program, J-Lo will provide you play-by-play like only J-Lo can do for the Dodgers Cubs game 2 of the Tokyo series this morning. But it is a hump day. It's a Wednesday. Tell them Kel I'm talking. Text line is open at 757-497-1310. That's 757-497-1310. You could also hit us up on the YouTube stream this morning in the comment box. YouTube at Cova Sports TV, Cova Sports TV. Poll question this morning. Do we have a poll question this morning, boys?
Not yet.
Yeah, I should do.
Okay, what is your poll question?
Is North Carolina for real?
Okay, throw it up on the poll this morning.
Because after last night, I mean, them boys, 95-68. Davis had 26 points. I mean, they was killing it. So, did they silence the doubters? Is the doubters still going to keep continuing to talk? Or is North Carolina real? That's the poll question. All right, are we believing in them?
Yeah, so put it up on the poll this morning on the X at Drive Johnny D. Is North Carolina for real? Want to get your thoughts on that? I also have a poll question this morning that I want to ask our listeners, and I want people to chime in on the YouTube this morning. And it's very simple. Be honest with me. Have you already started planning your sick day for Thursday and Friday of this week? That's what I want to know, because I got to tell you right now, you just can't call in sick tomorrow. You got to start planting the seeds today.
Drop a couple coughs.
A little bit of a cough, a little bit of the sniffles, pull out a napkin, complain about a headache. There are a lot of different things that you need to start doing today to really start paving the way for that sick day coming up tomorrow and coming up on Friday. So that's another poll question of what I asked this morning to our listening audience. You can text it via the Tell 'em Kel Talking text line at 757-497-1310 or drop it into the comment box this morning on YouTube at Cova Sports TV. Have you started planning your sick day for Thursday and Friday?
It's going to be crazy, Johnny.
I used to have a tradition with my buddy that we would always go to Red Robin on Thursday at noon for little bottomless fries with ranch.
Oh, unbelievable.
And then start watching the games. That was a tradition of mine that I used to do with my buddy back in the day when we had real jobs and would actually take off and just have a little business lunch. And it was fantastic.
Yes.
Loved it. Now, more than likely, I'll be over at Shore Break down there at Virginia Beach. I will be ponied up at the bar with a non-alcoholic drink. And then I like to partake in some of the appetizers they have. Maybe go a little cheese curds or early on.
Fish taco?
No, that's not an appetizer, is it?
I think it's an appetizer. You can get it on the happy hour menu.
I know you could get it on the happy hour menu.
Considered an appetizer.
But are fish tacos considered an appetizer?
I don't know. I think you go both
Well,
ways.
do me a favor. Throw that up on the poll as well. Put it up on the poll this morning. J-Lo thinks fish tacos are considered an appetizer. Do you agree or disagree? Maybe in your house, they're an appetizer. But when I think apps, I'm thinking mozzarella sticks. I'm thinking cheese curds.
French dip or something like that.
What is wrong with you? French dip is not an appetizer.
It's a spinach artichoke dip. Yes, it is.
Okay, well, that's different than a French dip.
Yeah.
French dip is an actual sandwich, is it not? With a roast beef and you dip it into the
I thought it was just a regular dip or something.
No. I thought a French dip is an actual sandwich.
Let me check that out.
Well,
Now, if you're talking about that's totally
definitely.
different.
Yeah.
All right. So you're talking about French dip is an actual sandwich that you dip into a certain sauce.
Oh, you're right. Oh, yeah, I got it confused. Spinach artichoke dip.
Yeah, spinach artichoke dip. So a little crab dip, maybe. Potato skins is another fan favorite of mine. How about this for a sneaky good appetizer for March Madness? Anything you could put on tater tots.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
Anything you could put on tater tots, that I'm all about.
This show is on 6:15. Yeah, we're talking about all this food.
Absolutely, man.
Y'all are ridiculous.
Absolutely, man. Why? What's the buffet this morning you brought?
Just
in?
hash browns. That's it.
Yeah. What is the total weight of product that you bring in every morning?
It ain't heavy at all. Like maybe like 3
I don't know.
pounds.
You got your hands full every morning.
A hash brown is
Every morning.
right here. Y'all.
Every morning, man.
It.
I watch you just kind of strolling across the parking lot at 5 a.m. And you just got your hands full. Like you just robbed somebody's car across the parking lot and you're making a getaway.
Or he made a grocery store visit.
I mean, he makes a getaway. And there's nothing swift about it either. It's just because he's a smart criminal. You don't start sprinting because then he looks guilty.
Exactly.
He's just strolling.
There you go.
He's strolling through the parking lot.
There you go. Just
This
walk.
morning. Very quickly, because I know there's a bunch of stuff we want to get into today on a Wednesday. Coming up at about 6:45 this morning, what's trending on social media, and I'm looking at the rundown this morning. Is there any WNBA on the rundown this morning? Did you see that there is a possible lockout with the WNBA?
We've been talking about that. Remember they said wanted to sit out and then get paid?
Tremendous. Absolutely tremendous.
I mean, right now, every WNBA news is not looking good. You had to sit out. Then you had what you reported yesterday about having mail coming for practice.
Yeah, but that's typical.
But look how easy they killed the feed on X.
I know, but it's typical. But just you got a little what's trending on social media coming up here in about 35 minutes. 7 o'clock hour, the sports professors. You don't want to miss it at 7:05. We will get their best bets for the NCAA tournament. I know Aaron Moore emailed the program, man. He's got 50 of them.
Yeah.
I mean, this dude is writing for VSiN. He is reporting for the Vegas Sports and Information Network. So we'll roll out his best bets coming up at the 7 o'clock hour with Doug Tuttle. Also, our buddy Larry Rubama will stop by. This is what I love. Who put in your thoughts on baseball opening day, March 18th? Is that you, J-Lo?
That's me.
Oh, God. What are we doing?
We were asking people what they thought if it was truly opening day or not.
I want you to ask Larry Rubama his thoughts on the possible new eligibility rule that VHSL has rolled out with, hey, by the way, you can't just live in grandma's house and play football over there at Oscar Smith.
I saw that, but I also can't find the source. Like, I can't find who, like, it's not on the VHSL website or anything.
Let's ask Larry. I also need to ask Larry about this Mario Mullins game. Is this an all-star game?
This is an all-star game.
Okay, so it's an all-star game. Have the rosters been solidified yet for the all-star game?
They have.
They have. How are the rosters picked?
So I think it's a selection board of Larry Rubama's on it, Matt Hatfield's on it. There's a couple more people on it that cover high school hoops throughout the area. And yeah, it was selected. It's on Instagram, actually.
Yeah, I'm not happy.
Uh-oh.
Not happy. First off, I should be on this board. Okay, number one. I should be on this board. I think you got guys that are too close to relationships with some of the coaches that they feel the need to just be handing out invitations. So I think you got too many Bubba Cunninghams on this board, and I think you need somebody outside of Bubba Cunningham. That's me, right? There's no incentive for me to be on the board. I will say this, though. A little perturbed yesterday to find out that a couple of my boys that I coached did not even get offered to play on the team, and one of them was a first-teamer, and one of them was a second-teamer in arguably the second-best division here locally, right? 5? Would you say 5A? Yeah. Behind 5B?
Behind 5B.
That's not a stretch, right?
No, that's not.
Okay, so how does that happen? So I got a bone to pick with Larry.
I was
going to
say, I didn't select it.
Yeah. No. Play it again, please. Play it again.
Play it again?
Yeah.
There you go.
Play it again. I do have a bone to pick with Larry this morning. Yeah. By the way, Warpath has chimed in. The new executive director at the VHSL should be me. No doubt about it. Should be me.
That'd be something else.
That would be great. Oh, no, it would not be scary. Things would get done. They would get done.
Would it be much easier as far as media credentials goes?
Oh, absolutely. I'd be handing them out like candy.
That'd be
kidding me? You want to seize a credential? You got one, baby. Anything for you. But we'll talk to Larry coming up at about 7:25 this morning on the program. A little entertainment page. The scroll of a Cowboy fan, Hank. That is coming up in the 8 o'clock hour. And then who do we got coming up at 8:30 this morning there, J-Lo?
We have Jiaoying Summers coming on. She's actually a Chinese comedian who's coming to Virginia Beach. She's here today, and she will be having her show at the Comedy Club tonight, actually.
At Funny Bones.
Funny Bone,
yep.
Funny Bones, Town Center. You guys ever been?
Yeah,
I have not.
You have not?
Most of the shows you have to be 18 and up, so.
He's not lying.
I'm going to go to the door, and they're going to turn me away.
First off, that's not true. That's not true. You could go if you want to go. You might have to be escorted by somebody who's 18 and up. But again, that's not true.
But I've actually never been to a comedy show, period.
Never at all.
Not once.
I have a feeling if you were sitting in the front row of a comedy show,
no, that's not happening.
It would be over.
It would be over.
Every little bit of dignity you may have is gone.
I'd be in the back corner.
You'll be in the back corner, just hiding.
He ain't the only one.
Just hiding.
You're not the only one.
Why would you want to buy tickets in the front row? You're just asking to be abused.
Exactly.
I know. You got to be the most perfect human being if you're going to sit in the front row.
There is no such thing as a perfect human being.
They'll find something.
Because even perfect human beings, I'll make fun of.
Yep.
For the fact that you're perfect. But I can't believe you've never been to a comedy show. Well, that's tonight at the Funny Bone at Town Center.
That's right.
So we'll talk to her coming up at the 8 o'clock hour. All right, that's good stuff. And, of course, on a Wednesday, we got to get our motivation to keep us going throughout the day. And Suave will stop by for that. But, again, appreciate everybody chiming in on the stream this morning. We got Gutty Man has chimed in this morning on the stream this morning. The Warpath has chimed in. Gutty Man 757 says, took you 3 days to fix audio, but yet you get things done. Well, look, it takes a little bit of time. Perfection takes some time around here, and we are pretty much dealing with our hands behind our backs. So what do you expect? These things take a little bit of time. Update on the studio down the hall. Do we have any update?
I can go look right now.
Yeah, go take a look right now. Just want to see how the construction is doing at the HRBT on a Wednesday morning, that being our new studio. And dangerously, Cutting Man says, dangerously close to a 40-year-old virgin.
He said, don't blame me this time, Gunny. I ain't do it.
Yeah, honestly, is he out of the studio?
Yes,
now?
he is.
Look, if they were to make a sequel of the movie,
no, he'd be
Steve
the prequel.
Carell.
He'd be the prequel.
No, this would be the storyline. Did you see, by the way, Happy Gilmore 2 trailer came out?
Yes, I did.
Okay, we'll talk more
I
about
can't
that.
wait for that.
But if they were to make a sequel, which would be Steve Carell having a kid,
yeah,
that's it. Seriously, that's it. Right?
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. Because there's some things, I mean, he hasn't experienced a whole lot. And
No.
same thing with the guy, Steve Carell.
Look, there are people who have not experienced a whole lot. Then there's J-Lo. Right?
Oh, yeah.
Then there is J-Lo. I give him credit, though. He's a grinder. He was telling me about his broadcast debut of lacrosse yesterday.
Yes.
For Hampton University, which I did not know had lacrosse. So you learn something new every day.
I got a bone to pick with him about that, too.
Why is that?
Because he put a live video up. I was thinking, like, okay, he put a live, at least show you or show the game, something. No, we were looking at the ceiling the whole entire time.
Is that what that was?
Yes.
Because it jammed up my Instagram yesterday.
Yes. As a matter of fact,
There
back.
was a live video yesterday of just the ceiling at Hampton University.
Yes.
What's going on with you?
J-Lo, please.
Huh?
You did the live yesterday with the lacrosse.
Oh.
Good. It was good, but why are you facing the ceiling?
You guys aren't the first people to ask me this. The whole thing is I wanted to be able to listen back to myself later. So I was doing this so I could look back at it later. It wasn't meant for people to tune into it, really.
Then
Hold on a
wait.
second.
You want to take this one?
What was this broadcasting on to begin with?
It was on Flow Sports.
So it's on Flow Sports. Don't you have Flow Sports on demand?
No,
They do not have it on demand.
I don't anyways.
Okay.
I don't
No. It's not that you don't. Let's get down to the nitty gritty. You won't pay for it.
Correct.
Okay.
There you go.
So that's what I'm talking about. You don't have a recording device.
I mean, I do. I don't know.
Okay.
Who is your agent?
we need to talk.
Agent is me, myself, and I.
Okay, well, we got a problem. That's your problem. You're at the point you need somebody to represent you to handle all these logistical things.
Mm-hmm.
You got a lot of logistical things going on. You got a lot of broadcast duties going on right now. But to get the most out of it, you need somebody to represent you. That's absurd.
Do you want to represent?
No, not at all.
He
Please.
said somebody. He said
Somebody,
him.
not me.
He
Trust
said
me.
him.
Trust me. I have very little hair left on my head. I don't need to lose it all trying to represent you. There's got to be a different way for you to record.
Warpath, that is accurate. Flow Sports is not cheap at all.
It is not. No. However, you're telling me that it's like 20 something bucks a month.
Something like that.
But you can cancel at any time.
Mm-hmm.
So my point is, was it worth $20 to record what you were doing yesterday with video? Is it worth $20?
No.
It's not.
There's your answer.
Okay. Well, then I can't help you.
There's your answer.
If you don't think invested $20 to see a video and listen back and to critique yourself on Hampton lacrosse is worth it, then I don't know what to say to you. Honestly, I don't know what to say to you.
$20?
$20 with the video. It's absolutely worth it if you're going to use it as a tool to get better. It's $20. You go to Burger King, you would spend $18 on a Whopper meal with some chicken fries or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
So for $20, it's a tool to help you get better. See, that's what you don't look at is how you're investing that money. I feel like I'm talking to a wall over here. I'm sorry.
To you.
But Suave is the one who brought up the fact that your Instagram, you went live yesterday, and people are like, "Oh, what is J-Lo doing?" And they're looking at the ceiling. That's all we're doing. We're looking at the ceiling.
It. I was like, okay, I want to hear it. And then because I was there last week, they did lacrosse, and I would have hit J-Lo. Why don't you call lacrosse? I'm like, why am I looking at the ceiling? Why am I staring at the ceiling? I hear him. I see part of his hair, but why am I staring at the ceiling? I just can't
believe this dude is calling lacrosse. That's unbelievable. He doesn't know anything about lacrosse. Nothing about lacrosse.
He ain't the only one.
Nothing about lacrosse. Lacrosse is a great sport, man. Trust me, it is a great sport. It is fast-paced. It's a combination of hockey. It's a combination of basketball. There are a lot of different things that go on in the game that represent both. A lot. No, it is not. I'm going to tell you this right now. This is what I love.
Not what I mean.
You dudes have no idea the physicality of basketball on the college and the NBA level. But you're right. You could hit, you could check, you could do a lot of different things.
And people aren't going to get mad and go for a scuffle. For example, two players were holding on to each other, kind of like a jump ball situation, holding on to each other's jerseys, kind of bringing each other down. Mm-hmm. But what did? They got up and kept playing. They didn't stop the whole game and have a whole scuffle about it.
Look, Warpath has chimed in this morning on the Cova Sports stream. If you have an EDU email address, you get a discount on Flow Sports. I believe Warpath, he's the one who should be representing you.
Yeah, Warpath know all this information.
Absolutely.
There's your agent.
And in fact, Warpath, feel the need to take him under your wing, take it off of Suave and yours truly. He is now yours. We're now passing the torch over to Warpath this morning.
There you go, man.
Spectacular stuff. All right, it is a Hump Day edition on this Wednesday. The talk and text line is open. The Tell 'em Kellum talk and text line is open at 757-497-1310. You got a comment, drop it into the comment box this morning on YouTube at Cova Sports TV. Straight ahead, we'll recap a busy night of college basketball. I also want to get into this new hiring by Indiana University, because this hiring tells me everything what's wrong with college basketball today. So we will get into that. It is a Wednesday edition. It's the Morning Drive.
Fox Sports 1310 Traffic.
This traffic update is brought to you by Rapid Radios. Traffic is looking good this morning. No major accidents or delays to be aware of. Beware that East Mountain Street is closed due to construction between Libby Street and South Willard Avenue. Closures on the Ram from Bainbridge Boulevard to South Military Highway due to construction work. Traffic is flowing freely on 664, looking at MMBT, and no major delays on 64, either east or westbound, crossing Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel. I'm Elena Vegso on Fox Sports 1310.
What is more? Is it more reps, more strength, more stamina? We say it's all of that, but it's greater than just what's in the mirror. It's about improving your mental and physical health. More is a feeling of achievement, fulfillment, confidence. It's looking better, feeling better, being better, and it's our mission to get you there, because here you are more. One Life Fitness.
As a banker at Town Bank, we believe that people bank with people, not with banks. You're looking for an actual personal relationship, and that's what you get at our bank. You get that person that gets to know you, gets to know your business, is there for you. I think that is what motivates us, what drives us, and the idea that we are trying to serve others and enrich lives, I think is very true.
What makes a life a good one? Is it our adventures? Or the friends we find along the way? Is it the challenges we conquer together? Maybe it's the people's lives we touch every single day. So, what makes a life a good one? You'll have to figure that one out for yourself.
Well, it's everybody's favorite time of year again. Time to prepare to make your annual donation to that infernal revenue service. And if you're like me, you need help. Help to keep that donation as small as possible. So get off your W-2 and call John Maynard at John's Tax Service. 455-6763.
Portco is your local nonprofit organization dedicated to economic empowerment through employment for people with disabilities. We focus on abilities, not limitations, providing on-the-job vocational support. Find your pathway to employment. Contact us or learn more at portco.org.
I'm Dr. Mark Cardelia, orthopedic surgeon and surgical director of the CHKD Sports Medicine Program. We see a lot of knee injuries in student athletes these days, and many of these are ACL tears. Parents often ask how to know when a knee injury may be serious. The most obvious symptom is severe pain or swelling in the knee joint. Your child may have heard a pop when the injury occurred. Look for signs they can't put weight on the knee around 48 hours after the injury, or if the knee feels unstable or wobbly. Those are all signs you should see a CHKD sports medicine specialist. Our sports medicine physicians, surgeons, athletic trainers, and physical therapists understand the needs of growing athletes and tailor treatment to fit each child's age and level of activity. Our goal is to accurately diagnose the problem in a timely fashion and provide the treatment that will ensure a safe return to activity. Kids want to play, and we want to help them get back in the game. To learn more, visit chkd.org. Sports medicine at CHKD. We're more than
Here's the Dan Patrick Show.
Dan and the Danettes and you.
Weekdays 9 a.m. to noon on Fox Sports 1310. The new home for the Hampton Road sports fan. It's the Morning Drive with Johnny D, along with Suave and J-Lo on Fox Sports 1310 and live on Cova Sports TV.
Yes, sir. We are back. It is a Hump Day edition of the program.
Hump Day.
Got a Hump Day hot take? Love to hear from you. 757-497-1310 via the Tell 'em Kellum talk and text line. Drop a comment in the comment box this morning on YouTube at Cova Sports TV. Hit that subscribe button, please. Hit that like button. Have a comment like Warpath has commented this morning. Gutty Man, $20 with a video. That's what she said. Very nicely done.
Unbelievable.
Very nicely done.
You said it once again.
What's that?
$20. That's what she said.
Yeah, but I'm just repeating what's on the stream this morning.
Yes, we know.
That's all I'm doing.
Oh, okay.
I didn't come up with a comment.
He's not generating the comments.
No, I'm just repeating.
He's reading the script.
Yeah, I'm reading the script.
All right. Okay, Anchorman.
So
keep
whoever generated the script, that's the person that's in trouble.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Not really.
Go ahead, Ron Burgundy. Go ahead.
You had a story at the top of the hour talking about Indiana.
Yes.
Hired their new basketball coach, Darian DeVries.
That's correct.
Who was supposedly in line for the Iowa job, but did not get the Iowa job or pulled out of the Iowa job for whatever reason. I did hear it's because of the NIL. Apparently, Iowa is one of the worst of the Big Ten when it comes to NIL. Okay. So this is the dude who's been at West Virginia, who apparently was left out of the NCAA tournament that everybody was up in arms, although nobody can name me one West Virginia player. Okay.
You sure? The governor there.
I certainly can't.
No, you can't.
Don't mess with the governor
you can't.
now.
And I think they went, 19-13 out of the Big 12, I believe. West Virginia did. But they had a win at Kansas. Congratulations. A lot of teams had a win against Kansas this year. I don't know if you saw that or not.
Yeah.
The one thing I will also bring up, and I do want to get into the conversation, is are we at the point where we need to eliminate athletic directors being on the selection committee? That's one thing that I was thinking about over the course of the last 24 hours, because there's a lot of obviously issues with Bubba Cunningham, the Sun Belt commissioner being up there. At some point, do we just eliminate these ADs being on the selection committees for whether it's college basketball or the college football playoff, and just have, 4 or 5 former players, former executives, people that are business executives, whatever it might be? I don't know. I'm just kind of throwing it out there. Your thoughts?
I think so, because it could create some of a bias type of thing, or little inside motive. So I'm right with you, John. They need to go ahead and leave the selection committee and go with somebody else.
There's always going to be some type of bias, right? Because somebody went somewhere.
Yeah, but athletic directors.
That's an incentive. Like, you are incentivized when your programs win.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that becomes the issue
That
there.
in the conference too.
Yeah. I mean, maybe it's something we put up on the poll if we want to today. Maybe we do it tomorrow. I don't know. I was just thinking about that yesterday. Like, at what point do you got a selection committee that does not include athletic directors on it, right? Just interesting. One thing I wanted to bring up, what was the dollar amount? I know he signed a 6-year deal, but what is the dollar amount that he signed to become the head coach of Indiana? Because here's the issue that we have in college basketball. We see this all the time. The guy's got one decent year and he's getting a 6-year deal. Yeah. And there's no sustained success. Now you could talk about Johnny. He was at Drake from 2018 to 2024. Built a pretty good program, although we saw that Drake brought in a Division II coach who did a little plug and play, and they were just fine this year with 30 wins. So here is a guy who was at Drake. Look, 20-14. That was the COVID year, I believe. 26-5, 25-11, 27-8, 28-7. So he deserved to get an opportunity, I thought, to show what he could do at a Power 4 or Group of 5 type of program like West Virginia. But do we really think after 1 year in the Big 12, which was not a great conference this year, it's good, but not a great conference this year, he's already to take that leap and be one of the big boys.
Yeah, I'm checking on ESPN about it. It only said that his buyout expected to cost $6.1 million
from West Virginia.
Correct.
So you already got to pay $6 million for this dude to come in. This is the problem with college athletics, man. We are very quick. This is the hot candidate. We got to hire him right now. Or somebody else is going to do it.
And it ain't even done yet because after that, it says $4.67 million from his basketball contract in addition to other expenses per the deal, such as paying the buyout for Drake.
Yeah.
So that's what, $10 million right there.
Yeah, he's got a lot going on. So I think that's a problem with college athletics today, man, is, again, recency. What have you done for me lately? All right, you've had one decent year in West Virginia. Now we're going to give you a payday. What can you do? I just saw that Tobin Anderson, right? That's the dude up there at Iona, who was the darling when he was where? At Fairleigh Dickinson, was it? Tobin Anderson, when he went on the run and everybody loved him when he goes to Iona. He's in the title game and he got fired 2 years in. Then he got the dude from Loyola Chicago who took the Oklahoma job. And they're already talking about him being on the hot seat 2-3 years in. So, again,
it's not like just wasting money.
You got to be careful. You got to be careful about throwing the bag at guys with 1 year of Power 4 or Group 5 type of experience. That could be a problem for UVA with Ryan Odom.
Good.
Right? But Ryan Odom's been around the block a little bit at Utah State, at UMBC, but at VCU. Is he ready for the next step? Like, have you seen enough body of work there, J-Lo, and a Ryan Odom that could translate over to UVA?
I don't know. His best role has probably been with VCU so far. Probably his biggest role. I'd say they're bigger than Utah State, in my opinion. But we're going to find out. All coaches need to take that step eventually, and UVA is going to be the team he takes it with, and it's going to be really interesting. He's shown a lot of sustained success over the last 6 or so years. So
yeah. Well, we will see. And he's got ties to UVA too. That's a little bit different, but we'll see. All right, 6:37. Let's see here. What do we got? Warpath has chimed in. They could be like Green Bay and throw money at a radio show host.
Johnny, you want to go coach?
They could do that.
Go coach at the college level, Johnny.
Yeah. No, we'll see.
No, why not?
He already did that.
No,
yeah,
we'll
but
see.
why not do it right now while doing the show?
No, I can't do that.
You sure?
No, I can't
Come
do that.
on.
I mean, it's proven that you can go to either media role.
You guys are kind of clickbaiting me right now. And I'm not going to fall into the trap. I know what you two are doing.
We ain't
You think you're funny?
I think it's hilarious.
You think you're funny, but it ain't going to happen. There are a lot of things I could say right now. But, hey, look, you had year one under your belt. What are you going to do in year two? How is it going to change? Because this is what I will say. If you continue to do the same thing, you ain't going to get success. I would love to see how many players of his have entered the transfer portal. I would love to see that. I don't know if they've had enough success to enter the transfer portal.
The players aren't good enough.
But I believe the transfer portal opens up March 24th, maybe.
Yeah.
For some reason that sticks in my head.
But players can announce now. Like, for example, UVA just lost Blake Buchanan yesterday.
They did. Who is he?
So he was our starting big. He wasn't very good this year. He has some potential. So he'll be a nice get for somebody with a different scheme and stuff.
I saw that Virginia Tech lost, like 2 or 3 already.
Really?
Yeah, there's 2 or 3 dudes at Virginia Tech that have entered the transfer portal. You can't keep up with it, man. I mean, that portal's going to have 1,000 kids in it.
Once
it opens. Once it opens and teams are dropping by the wayside, you're going to have 1,000 plus kids sitting in that. All right, other headlines going on today, Suave. What do we got?
Well, I mean, we were going to do a little big deal. No deal. We'll save it for tomorrow. But, you know what's the story heating up? The Bengals. You know, we talked about yesterday how T. Higgins and Jamar Chase, they got their bag, right? So the reports is coming in saying that they're not going to focus on defense. Seriously? Wasn't that Achilles heel? Why they didn't do good this past season?
They're just going to outscore people, baby. That's all they're going to do in Cincinnati. They're going to outscore people. Here's what I want to see. If I'm a Cincinnati Bengals fan today, forget about defense. Forget about these wide receivers that you locked up. Forget about your quarterback. Tell me how you're not going to come out of the gate for 5 years in a row at 0-4. That's all I want to know. If I'm a Cincinnati Bengals fan, you can talk about defense all you want. Coach Taylor, what are we doing in the preseason to avoid coming out at 0-4 again to start the regular season? That's all I need to hear, because that's been the difference every year they have not made the playoffs. They come out of the gate slow. What are you going to do?
I would love to see who their first 4 games is. See, is
They don't
winnable?
know yet. You don't know yet. Schedule's not out.
Well,
you know your home
home
opponents,
opponent, okay.
and you know your away
You
opponents.
just don't know the order.
You don't know the order,
I would
the
love-
dates, and everything else. So
I would love to know, because 0-4 for, you said, 5 years.
it's fit. Look it up, man. I mean, we talked about it at the
Every
beginning
year
of
we
the
have
year.
the same conversation.
The
with
last couple of
Cincinnati down.
years, they come out of the gate slow in Cincinnati at 0-3 or 0-4, and then they right the
I was gonna
ship.
say, you don't want to play them at the end of the season. That's for sure.
No, they play well, but what are you playing for at the end of the season? At that point, it's garbage time. Last 2 weeks for Cincinnati was garbage time.
Well, they had a chance.
They had a very outside chance
Mhm.
of making the playoffs, but you cannot continue to come out of the gate slow at 0-3 and 0-4. You're pulling up the record.
Yes, I am.
All right, so look at their record over the last couple of years coming out of the gate. I believe, I could be wrong, J-Lo can fact check me on this one. The last 2 or 3 years, they have started 0-3, I believe, at least.
Wow.
When did they play the Commanders? That was what
Week
game?
3.
That was week 3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Monday Night Football.
that was
So-
week 3 or week 4.
Well, I'm looking at it right now. So for the Bengals starting 0-2 has been for 5 seasons. Actually, going almost 6, but in 2018 they did good. But 2024, 2023, 2022, then they had 2020, 2019. That was 0-3. When it got to 0-2, forgot 0-3 has been 2024. When it got to 0-4, that's when they 2019. So at least they've been 0-3, like you said, for the past few years.
Yeah, past few years.
Yeah.
So forget about talking about defense. Let's talk about getting your team ready to play.
I know he still got a
That
job.
that's a bigger problem right now in Cincinnati, right? You got to figure that out. 6:43 going into the break. We got a score update there, J-Lo. A
Yeah,
little
the
baseball
LA
update.
LA Dodgers lead 2-0 already.
2-0.
Had a sacrifice fly and then a pass ball by the catcher.
Oh boy,
It might be a long one for the Chicago Cubs.
Major League Baseball in March.
in Tokyo.
Feel the excitement. That is
Exactly.
Major League Baseball
It's here.
in March. Speaking of excitement, soccer fans, it's time. Rally behind the Virginia Beach United, a USL League 2, a W League team that plays right here in Virginia Beach. Experience the passion, excitement of pro-level soccer. Season pass includes women and men's tickets, $100 for adults, $80 for youth, 15-game package on sale right now. Visit vbunited.com for season tickets. That's vbunited.com for season tickets. All right, straight ahead on the other side, what is trending on social media? Suave will give you the latest. It's the Morning Drive.
Fox Sports 1310 traffic.
This traffic update is brought to you by Rapid Radios. We're starting to see some buildup heading east on 64 between Settlers Landing Road and Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel. You can expect slow-moving traffic heading west on 64 between Little Creek Road and 564. Some mild congestion heading north on 664 when crossing MMBT. And be aware of closures on the ramp from Bainbridge Boulevard to South Military Highway. I'm Elena Begso on Fox Sports 1310.
Rapid radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies.
Did you know that the minimum limits in Virginia are $30,000? $30,000 is a lot of money on an individual basis, but if you're involved in a personal injury matter, that's not enough. Here at Williams-Deloitte, we're happy to provide a consultation on the amount of coverage you have in your vehicle. It can be confusing. Not many people understand it. You know you need to have it, but do you have enough? Give us a call today at 757-547-5555 so we can help you prepare in the case of an automobile accident or any other personal injury matter that you or your family may find yourself in.
For any athlete, making it to the top sometimes comes with a few steps back. That's why there's CHKD Sports Medicine. Advanced diagnostics, treatment, and rehabilitation for sports injuries, just for young athletes like yours.
What's up at DQ? Oh, just the best deal ever! The $7 bacon cheeseburger meal deal. Bacon cheeseburger, fries, drink, and a sundae. No time to be modest. It's all full size for just $7. Right now at DQ. Happy tastes good.
Well, it's everybody's favorite time of year again. Time to prepare to make your annual donation to that Infernal Revenue Service. And if you're like me, you need help. Help to keep that donation as small as possible. So get off your W-2 and call John Maynard at John's Tax Service. 455-6763.
As a banker at Town Bank, we believe that people bank with people, not with banks. You're looking for an actual personal relationship, and that's what you get at our bank. You get that person that gets to know you, gets to know your business, is there for you. I think that is what motivates us, what drives us, and the idea that we are trying to serve others and enrich lives, I think is very true.
What makes a life a good one? Is it our adventures? Or the friends we find along the way? Is it the challenges we conquer together? Maybe it's the people's lives we touch every single day. So, what makes a life a good one? You'll have to figure that one out for yourself.
After more than 50 years of innovation, AstroTurf still leads the way. The inventor of artificial turf does it all, right here in the USA. We engineer, test, manufacture, and install the world's most innovative fibers and turf technologies, with over 30,000 tracks and fields worldwide. AstroTurf, powered by Sport Group.
Watch Sports 1310 mobile app today from the Apple App Store or Google Play Store and experience a new level of sports entertainment. He's live and he's local. It's the Morning Drive with Johnny D on Fox Sports 1310.
Good to be with you on a Wednesday. We'll update the poll coming up here in a little bit on the X at Drive Johnny D. So you got a chance to vote this morning. Also broadcasting live on YouTube this morning at Cova Sports TV. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, tell a friend. What's trending in social media? We will get to Suave here in a second. I can tell you what's trending right now on social media.
And what's that?
And that's Major League Baseball. The Sasaki kid, right, who's pitching for the Dodgers.
Yeah.
First three pitches out of the gate, a hundy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude is pumping.
This sport is getting scary.
Pumping at 100 miles an hour.
Yep.
Stupid.
By the way, during the break, Tommy Edman homered for the Dodgers. Now that'll lead 3-0, Johnny.
Telling you what.
Yeah, it's about to be a beatdown.
I did not bet on this game. I'm not ready to bet on Major League Baseball.
You don't want to bet on a game at 6 o'clock in the morning?
No. I got enough things that upset me at 6 in the morning. I don't need anybody upset if I took the Cubs or the under, 4.5.
Don't take the under in this one.
Yeah.
First 4 innings. But yeah, Sasaki right out of the gate. Hundy. I mean, dude is pumping. I mean, he's averaging 99.
A 97 right now.
Unbelievable stuff, man. Unbelievable stuff. The rich get richer out for the Dodgers.
Yes, they do.
But nobody's complaining about the Dodgers. You notice that? Nobody's complaining about the Dodgers. If it were the Yankees, if it were the Red Sox, that
The
East
Mets.
Coast bias, the Mets.
Yeah.
Mets got enough problems. You see what's going on with the Mets?
No.
You did not see the latest? We might have to try to pull up the audio. You know what I'm talking about? Christopher Mad Dog Russo
Yes.
was on his show yesterday. His son actually co-hosts with Mike Rizzo, I believe it is, a
Yep.
show down in Florida where the Mets spring training might be being held or right near. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently the Mets denied him an interview while they were doing a broadcast from the ballpark. If you can find this audio, we got to find it because it's great. Russo just going off on the New York Mets because they denied his kid. Kid does a great job. West Palm, I want to say. The show he does an ESPN show down in West Palm. But I guess he was doing the spring training game, which we're not talking about Juan Soto. We're not talking about who else for the Mets? Pete Alonso. We're not talking about
Francisco
Lindor, any of those guys. I think they were just trying to get a warm body to put on the air. Mets said, no, we're not going to bother with you. And, of course, Pops. So will you give Russo grief like we gave LeBron grief?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, here's LeBron confronting somebody courtside who is openly criticizing him regarding his kid. Yeah, Chris Russo is going to do it on the radio. Are the Mets going to give him grief? Anybody?
That's a good point.
We got to find that audio. See if we can find that audio coming up here.
I got you. I'm gonna look for the audio.
All right. In the meantime, let J-Lo look for it because we gotta figure out what are you laughing at? You're not doing anything. You watch some baseball.
Yeah.
Yesterday and today. You're not even part of the show. You are so locked in on what's going on with the Dodgers Cubs that you got no idea what's going on with the show. You have been the topic of conversation on the YouTube stream this morning at Cova Sports TV, right? There are people that are representing you now when it comes to your broadcast career. We have got you a starring role in a sequel to The 40-Year-Old Virgin. That's also been established on the YouTube stream this morning, which I'm sure I'll get a not so nice comment from a relative of J-Lo here shortly.
Don't worry about that.
Yeah. Oh, I worry about it. Trust me. I worry about walking into the parking lot after the show and somebody going, shh, hey, you, come here.
That's all you need to know.
In a white van.
Exactly.
in a plain white van waiting for me in the parking lot. Where after a show, I am so down and so depressed, I may even do it. I may be like, just show me the van. Let's get it over with.
Unbelievable.
At this point.
Wow. Unbelievable.
What am I listening to right now?
All right, what's trending?
Let's go and get to it, y'all.
Here's what's trending in sports.
Yeah, so
Very nice.
I know. Looks like we're not the only ones that's getting tired of the Aaron Rodgers saga. Well, the team that he's supposedly linked to, their star defensive player, Cam Hayward, is getting tired of it as well. So he was on a radio show, and then someone asked him about the whole Aaron Rodgers. You can go to the dark place. All the things that Aaron Rodgers said he's going to do, Cam Hayward is just like this. I'm tired of this, y'all.
Yeah.
I'm tired of it. So here's the audio. So if I view audio, we're going to play a video. If I listen to fans, here's the audio of Cam Hayward, who just, like I said, he's just tired of it. Just tired of it. So let's hear what Cam Hayward had to say.
So if they called you and were like, we need you to follow him into the darkness for a couple days. He says if you come down there with him, he's signing. Are you going to be off the grid for a little bit, go to the darkness and try to get this guy? We need you. You're our best recruiter. I'm about to get into Darius Slay, and it sounds like you recruited him too. So we need you to start recruiting. Get that NIL bag out like you did at Ohio State.
I ain't doing that or darkness retreat. I don't need any of that crap. Like, either you want to be a Pittsburgh Steeler or you don't. That's simple. That's the pitch. Like, if you want me to recruit, that's the recruiting pitch. You know, Pittsburgh Steelers. If you want to be part of it, so be it. If you don't, no skin on my back.
I love it.
I love it.
I love it, man.
I love it too.
Seriously. I was talking to somebody about this the other day, and it's at some point, the recruiting pitch is either you want to be here or not. Like, I don't want dudes on my team that do not want to be here.
Absolutely.
If I got to convince you, that's not a good thing. It's not a good thing at all. So I love what Hayward is saying. Either you want to be here or not. Either you want to win football games or not. Either you want to be a playoff contention or not. Either you want to be with a Hall of Fame head coach or not. We don't care, because guess what? We're still going to win football games whether you're here or not. We ain't going to win in the playoffs, but we will get to the playoffs if you're here or not. I love it.
I love it too.
And at some point, you got to go, Aaron Rodgers, enough. But today is the day. I believe today's Wednesday. Tomorrow, I believe tomorrow will be the day that he makes his announcement at 12:05.
Yeah,
12:05.
That's
11:45.
That's when the first game.
I think the first game tips at 11:45.
Okay.
So make it
No,
right.
it does not tip at 11:45. The first game does not tip at 11:45. You can fact check me on that if you want as well. I have yet to see it.
12:15.
Yeah, 12:15.
Louisville,
so
Creighton.
he'll make the announcement at 11:45, 30 minutes prior to game time.
What time's Pat McAfee come on?
Good
12
morning.
o'clock.
12 o'clock.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. McAfee comes out at 12. First guest, A block, Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers, 12:07. Hey, Aaron, make sure you get to the announcement at 12:14, please. right before tip, if you don't mind.
That's when you just throw something at the computer if he does this.
No,
I'm
he
tired of
will.
this guy,
It's
man.
coming. It's coming. This is what he did. It's radio gold. It's content, baby. Stretch it out as long as you can.
And before we go into the break, this is also what's trending in sports. Look, I'm convinced the Dallas Mavericks cannot do nothing right. They had a cringe video that was played at that Jumbotron, y'all. And even got fans on X saying that they're doing this, the move from Luka and all this stuff, because they want to relocate to Vegas. But that's just a rumor. We don't know if it's true or not. But they played this AI video Jumbotron during their game, and it created a buzz on X. So we're going to play 45 seconds of it just for y'all to get some of this cringe-worthy video that Dallas Mavericks put out on the Jumbotron. So here is the AI video that they did.
Oh.
Yeah, so.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, look, our radio listening audience, Suave has done it again. He has totally isolated you. For our YouTube audience, you can check it out this morning.
I was about to commentate on it. So for our people that listen on the radio, if you hear this song in the background, they have somebody rapping these made-up lyrics, and they're having an AI video of the Dallas Mavericks players in Cowboys uniforms dancing. This is all being shown in the middle of in the Jumbotron. Everybody looking up and looking at it. This is what's happening.
Look.
We're stopping it right now. This is what's happening in the Dallas Mavericks. For goodness sake, owner, whoever having management, get rid of everybody.
All you need to know about how bad this video is for our radio listeners. I can see our next guest, Doug Tuttle, waiting in the green room watching the video, just shaking his head the entire time. Yeah. That's all you need to know.
Look, all Doug Tuttle cares about is, did he have a futures bet on the Mavericks this year? And that's all he cares about. Did he have a futures bet?
He could have.
Hey, sneaky news, too. A zoning change was approved in Irving, Texas. That could lead to a new resort and arena by the Las Vegas Sands Corporation, whose owners purchased the Mavericks in 2023. So get ready. Think about that. Irving, Texas.
Wow.
New resort. Just saying.
So you think the rumors is probably possibly true?
Just saying. I mean, look, anytime you do a zoning change, something's going up.
That is true.
Something's going up. Just happens to be the same corporation that bought the Mavs in 2023. Their whole thing was to buy an arena, have hotels, have outdoor entertainment, kind of a sports complex sort of thing. That's why Cuban sold it. From a money standpoint, that's what they needed to succeed and thrive. Just putting it out there.
Wow.
Just putting out facts. Wow. That's all I do is put out facts.
Yes, you do. And your sources is proven to be good.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and go on to the break, y'all. Coming up next is the sports professors with their best bets, please.
Yeah, I got to make some money. I went 2-0 last night in the NCAA. I went 0-2 in the NIT. I'm not happy, but we're going to bounce back today. I got a little bounce back in me. I'm feeling good.
Okay.
We're
going to see what's going to happen, y'all. It's the morning drive.
Here's a quick weather update from the News 3 First Warning Storm Team.
Good morning. I'm meteorologist Miles Henderson. Mostly sunny skies today and a little warmer with high temperatures in the upper 60s. Tonight, we'll see building clouds with lows in the mid to upper 40s. For Thursday, warming to the mid 70s, a mix of clouds during the day, partly to mostly cloudy. A chance for rain moves in late in the afternoon to evening, and the winds start to pick up again. For News 3, I'm meteorologist Miles Henderson. Have a great day.
For any athlete, making it to the top sometimes comes with a few steps back. That's why parents count on CHKD Sports Medicine, advanced diagnostics, treatment, and rehabilitation for sports injuries, just for young athletes like yours. With convenient locations across Hampton Roads and a whole team of experts here to keep your favorite player at the top of their game. CHKD Sports Medicine. Learn more at chkd.org or call the CHKD Sports Injury Hotline.
Cova Painting. We don't just paint, we transform spaces. Visit covapainting.com or call 757-550-7357 and mention the Sportsplex for 10% off of projects over $1,000.
What's up at DQ? Oh, just the best deal ever! The $7 Bacon Cheeseburger Meal Deal. Bacon cheeseburger for a limited time, plus fries, drink, and a sundae. Yeah, this is not the time to be modest. It's all full size for just $7. And there's bacon on that burger. The $7 Bacon Cheeseburger Meal Deal. Now, for a limited time on the $7 Meal Deal lineup. Only at DQ. Happy tastes good.
What does happiness mean to you?
Being in the ocean with you, watching you catch super fun waves.
In Virginia Beach, happiness is breaking barriers and savoring the sunshine.
I couldn't pick a better place or a better person to be with. This is what makes me happy.
Happiness is going all out.
And taking it all in.
Here, happiness is whatever you make it. Find yours in Virginia Beach.
I grew up here. I know this town. I know the people here. More important, they know me. As a banker at Town Bank, we become part of the communities we serve. The people who bank with us, our members, know us. When you bank with Town Bank, you'll know your banker. You'll know you can reach us, and you'll know we're here for you.
James Catato tells us tonight there's a new team making new noise in the USL2 scene on the other side of the water.
Something special is brewing inside the walls of the Virginia Beach Sportsplex.
We're not here for moral victories. When we're on our day, we're a legit team.
See the stars of the future in pre-professional action at the Virginia Beach Sportsplex. This combined season ticket special is for men's and women's. That's 15 games for just $100 for adults and $80 for youth. VBU has a brand new women's team that competes in the W League. Soccer fans, it's time to rally behind Virginia Beach United. Tickets are on sale now. Visit vbunited.com. Don't miss out on Virginia Beach United.
Infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing on my skin, and that means everything. Ask your doctor today about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist-prescribed biologic in psoriasis, and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
You're listening to Fox Sports 1310, WGHAM, W265EF Newport News, and WVSP-FM HD2 Yorktown. This is Fox Sports 1310. We are Fox Sports! This Fox Sports 1310 update is brought to you by
the Norfolk Times opening day. They're here. That's right. Opening day versus Durham Bulls, Friday, March 28th at Harbor Park, with first pitch being at 6:35 p.m. Call us at 757-497-1310 or even text us 757-497-1310 for a chance to win 4-pack of tickets. And the tickets can be picked up at the station starting Tuesday, March 25th. So get a chance to see the Norfolk Times boys against the Durham Bulls. It is 7:03. Here's your Fox Sports update. We have former West Virginia coach Darren DeVries is the new head coach for the Indiana Hoosiers, and he joins them after spending just one season with the Mountaineers. He was hired last March to replace interim head coach Josh Ehlert, who has taken over for Bob Huggins following his resignation in June 2023. Also in college basketball, Cooper Flagg, Johnny Broome are unanimous All-American selections, and they are joined on the first team by Alabama star Mark Sears, Purdue's Braden Smith, and Walter Clay Jr. of Florida. In the NFL, one person is calling it quits. That's right. Brandon Graham of the Eagles is officially retired after 15 seasons, and he's retiring with 2 Super Bowl wins. But coming up next, get your pencils ready and your paper ready, your mind ready, even get your pockets ready. It's the Sports Professors right now on the Morning Drive with Johnny D, powered by Cova Sports TV on Fox Sports 1310, 100.9 FM, and stream live on YouTube at Cova Sports TV. Let's head to class, everybody.
Broadcasting live from the OVM with Annie Mac Home Mortgage Studios. It's the Morning Drive with Johnny D. Powered by Cova Sports TV on Fox Sports 1310.
Yes, sir. Great to be with you. Hour 2 on this hump day, on this Wednesday. Yours truly, Johnny D. Suave J-Lo, Fox Sports 1310 AM, the Fox Sports 1310 app. You can follow us on the X at Drive Johnny D. We will update the poll questions coming up here in a little bit on Instagram this morning at Morning Drive Johnny D. And our thanks to everybody checking us out on YouTube this morning at Cova Sports TV. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. The sports professors are back. This segment of The Drive is brought to you by the fine folks of
MillersHomeComfort.com.
Locally owned since 1978, 40 years of serving the comfort needs of Hampton Roads, talking about heating, cooling, plumbing, electrical. One place to go is
MillersHomeComfort.com.
All right, let's dive into it. Doug Tuttle, Aaron Moore, they are back. I know Doug is locked into a little Cubs Dodgers this morning, as he's already got his future bets. He's already got his under 4.5 bets this morning after 5 innings. Doug, what do we got riding this morning? I mean, the fact that you're getting up at 5:45 to track your bets is not disturbing at all. I can appreciate that.
Hey, I still have PTSD from Yamamoto getting shelled last year in the Cubs Dodgers series. So I've got nothing this morning, actually. But I am enjoying Roki firing at a Hyundai first 3 pitches, though.
Wow. I mean, it looks good. Get out of the bases loaded jam, by the way. What's the score there, J-Lo, on the baseball game really quick?
Well, it was 3-1, but just now the Dodgers hit a 2-run home run as we speak. So now they lead 5-1. Enrique Hernandez with his third RBI on the day.
It's gonna be a beat day.
It's gonna be a long year.
Have asked at the most perfect
God
time,
almighty, it's gonna be a long year. Let me start with Aaron Moore as we get ready for the NCAA tournament. Last night, we saw old North Carolina take San Diego State to the woodshed. I don't think it was a surprise. I think Carolina was a pretty motivated team. I am curious just your thoughts, how they're going to fare. I think they got, Ole Miss coming up next?
Yeah, Ole Miss is coming up, Johnny. And, there's a number of different ways of looking at it. I don't think it was a surprise in one sense that the Mountain West has always been poor in the NCAA tournament. San Diego State went to the Final Four a couple years ago, and that kind of threw off all of their accomplishments recently, which have been poor. And you look at it, North Carolina can score. Elliot Cadeau and Davis can score. They can do very well that way. So it wasn't necessarily a surprise, but I think everything leading up to it and all of the heat North Carolina took for getting into the tournament, that was the talk, was what was happening off the court. On the court, you saw a team, North Carolina, that likes to run, likes to score, and they certainly did it. Now, when they play Ole Miss, that is a team I like. I've got them going to the Sweet 16. Chris Beard has an experienced team. They're one of the older teams. I think that physicality that San Diego State wasn't able to do last night, I do like Ole Miss in that game.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting. Chris Beard's really good. I mean, he was good at Texas. Obviously, he had some issues there that led to him leaving Texas, but the dude could coach, and it's going to be entertaining. It's going to be entertaining. So give me your I know you got about 3 or 4 first-round games that kind of piqued your interest. Let's talk a little bit about those games, Aaron.
Yeah, one of them is close to you guys. VCU, I got them plus 3.5, and I know you can't bet it in Virginia, but it's an interesting game to talk about from a handicapping standpoint, that this was the kind of matchup that the A-10 winner wants, and they got it. And the line, I got it when it opened at 3.5, and now it's around 2.5. I think VCU can win this game outright because what can they do is they can guard the perimeter, they can play great defense, they can trap, they can throw off a team like BYU that's offensive and that wants to score. And BYU has 2 really good guards. Richie Saunders will shoot it. Igor Demon is a great tall point guard. But now VCU can make that perimeter defense come out, make them play 90 feet of basketball. I don't think BYU wants to do that. And if you saw the BYU Houston game, I think that was a great blueprint on how to beat this BYU team up. Just beat them up out on the outside, get in their guard's face. And I really like what Houston did. I think VCU, not as talented as Houston, can play that type of defense. So I took that one. Another one close to you guys. I'm going to go to the opposite of Virginia here. I like Oregon to beat Liberty. Liberty is a very trendy pick because of what they can do with a three-point line, how they play slow. Richie McKay is a great coach, and what defense they can do. But Oregon has some height. I really like what they can do with the height, what they can score. And once again, one of the topics we have in March is coaches. And Dana Altman is a fantastic March coach. So that one I got at 4.5 when it opened. It was one of my favorite plays. It's now ballooned up to 7. Maybe if it gets a little higher, you can look at Liberty coming back on that one. And then the other one, trendy pick here, Johnny, if you guys have been talking about Memphis, Colorado State, the infamous 5-12 game. Well, in this situation, the 12, Colorado State, is favored. I like the other side. I like Memphis. I'm glad to take some points here. Colorado State coming out of the Mountain West. We saw San Diego State last night. It's just not a conference that has success in the tournament. I love the height Memphis has.
Yeah.
I want you to learn the name Dane Danger. Dane Danger is a very good interior defensive player. I think he stops Colorado State. And one of the interesting things is how that 12 is the favorite in this game.
Not only that, you got Michigan taking on UC San Diego. What's the love affair with UC San Diego? Did I miss something with UC San Diego?
Johnny, I'm so glad to hear that. The love affair with UCSD is they have very good metrics. They turn the other team over well. But let me tell you this is why I'm going with Michigan. Those metrics came in the Big West. They didn't come in the ACC. They didn't come in the Big Ten. They did great in the Big West. UCSD had one good win this year. It was against Utah State. They hung close with San Diego State. They beat Utah State, but that was a trap game for the Aggies. Right after that game, they went on their biggest road trip of the season. They went to St. Mary's, and then they started the Mountain West season. I think the love affair with UCSD is something that I would warn bettors about. Don't bet on what you want to see. It would be great that this little unknown team comes in and pulls off a March victory. It would be happy. We would talk about it. It would be fun. But I don't think it happens. Michigan has 2 7-footers that can neutralize that defense. So be careful of betting on what you want to see. Watch the games, have fun, root for the 12, the 12, 13. Doesn't mean you have to bet them.
And it's interesting because one of those bigs, I did not realize this until halfway through the year. One of those bigs played on Yale last year, which, obviously had success in the NCAA tournament. So interesting stuff. All right, Aaron Moore, Doug Tuttle joining us. The sports professors right here, 7:12 on a Wednesday. So before I let you go there, Aaron, and transition a little bit to Major League Baseball, give me your outright winner that you love for the tournament, and then give me another kind of sneaky good pick that I could put a couple of bucks on.
So outright winner, I like Houston. I'm sticking with it. I like the physicality. I like Kelvin Sampson. I like the age. I like the experience. I think ultimately if they face Duke in the Final Four, I'm going to take the age and the experience. So that one I like, and I think Houston really is in a good situation. The Midwest is tough, but I like Houston. One of my favorite bets, just to look at it this way, and I wish I could give a plus number bet, but I just think it's one you have to take. Duke minus 120 to win their bracket. They should go through that bracket very easily. So if they get to the Final 8, you get that minus 120. That's basically a money line of whoever they're playing in the Elite 8, and they will be favored by more than minus 120 on that money line. So I love, if we could have bets that pay off big, but I think this is a good solid bet. Duke to win the East region at minus 120.
There you go. For more of those picks, if you missed any of them, you could go to our YouTube page at Cova Sports TV. The Keller Mechanical Audio Vault is up and rolling. We will post those picks a little bit later on this afternoon. Let me transition a little bit. Doug, before we talk baseball, you got anything on the hoops? Anything at all? Anything you like?
I bet a fun parlay, little pizza parlay. So it's $25 to win a stack of High Society. I've got St. John's in Alabama to make the Elite 8, followed with the Red Sox, the Mariners, the Twins, and the Dodgers to win their division.
Well, what's wrong with you,
to win
man?
10,000.
Well, what's wrong with you? What kind of bet is that? Like, who comes up with this?
Hey, I think they got a good. I think the first 2 legs got a that's live action on the first 2. The others, we've got to wait a little bit. But if we clip the first 2, I'll have a cash out option, or I could sell the pick on prop swaps. I mean, you got options with it.
Wow. Are you guys on the other side of the glass? Are you keeping up with this? I mean, this is like a full-time job for Doug on what he's got going on. Trust me. Let's talk a little Major League Baseball. Apparently, opening day was yesterday. Did not realize that. The now opening day is March 18th, but it is going on. Who do we like on the baseball? I know you got a couple of recent MLB Future ads that you brought to the mix.
Yeah, Strider pitched yesterday, and he pitched well. I think he struck out 6. I'm still seeing him 75-1 to lead in strikeouts. Everything that I'm reading suggests that he's going to make his debut early April. So given that he only will miss maybe 1 to 3 starts, that puts him in the mix for both Cy and strikeout leader because his K9 ratio is out of this world. And it's a value bet. For the most part too, because I mean, in a normal setting, a healthy Strider, you will not see anything double digit on him, Cy or strikeout leader ever again. So this is an opportunity to take advantage of it. Even though he's starting out the gate a little bit behind, I think he definitely has the fortitude to make up, right? Like he is a strikeout machine.
Not only that, but it looks like your boy who's pitching today got a little bit of money on him. And an interesting pick on the Diamondbacks. You like the Diamondbacks this year to make the playoffs.
I do. And let's talk about Roki for a minute, because I know you like to do the old stump the Swami. It has actually happened one time in MLB history, and he was a Dodger too, for a pitcher to win Cy Young and NL Rookie of the Year. Do you know who that is?
I believe I do. And unfortunately, rest in peace, right? It was it Fernando Valenzuela?
It absolutely was. Yes. It was a Dodger as well. So I played Roki Cy. I got him at about 50-1. The best number was probably 80. I was a little hesitant to pull the trigger because I read a bunch about, they're not used to pitching on rest like the American pitchers are. So I think that's part of the reason that the Dodgers are kind of starting out the gate on a 6-man rotation. But nonetheless, I mean, I think he's pretty much, as long as he doesn't get hurt, I mean, I think he's a shoo-in for at least Rookie of the Year, which was kind of my hedge play to the side. But kid looks nasty. I like him.
Yeah,
and
he
then
looks nasty.
As far as he does look nasty. As far as the Diamondbacks go, I mean, they won 91 games last year. They're a top 10 offense from a run production standpoint, but they vastly improved that with Corbin Burns and their relievers. So I feel like from an offensive production, we're going to get an equal amount, if not better. But from a defensive standpoint, I feel like they're going to allow a lot less runs this year. They've improved vastly from a pitching standpoint. So 86.5, I think they won 91 last year. I feel like there's a good value on that.
All good. We'll put the picks up on the X at Drive Johnny D. We'll throw it up on the Instagram at Morning Drive Johnny D. You can check it out on our YouTube page this afternoon at Cova Sports TV. Before I let you go, Aaron, would it be acceptable? And I don't know, because I think we're friends. Would it be acceptable if I just randomly text you throughout the NCAA tournament for your picks when I start chasing my losses? Will it be okay?
You and Doug can text me all the time. I will say one of the best parts about betting, and certainly March Madness, are the betting text chains. Absolutely one of the fun parts. Fun parts with betting text chains, hopefully they lead to dollars.
Absolutely, my man. Again, gentlemen, greatly appreciate it. We'll put all the stuff up on the YouTube page later on this afternoon. Enjoy the March Madness. Enjoy a little early Major League Baseball there, Doug, and we'll talk again next week. Thank you.
Thanks, good luck, guys.
Thanks, professors.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. They are the sports professors, Aaron Moore and Doug Tuttle. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to be that guy, right? I'm that guy that Aaron. What?
He's like, I think we're friends.
Yeah, I think we're friends.
I was like, okay.
Guess what? We're going to be really good friends over the next couple of weeks, unless I don't get any good picks. Then we will not be friends.
We'll be very bad enemies
over the next couple of weeks. That's what's going to happen. I mean, that's what friends do.
I might need to be texting Aaron. He's going to become my proxy for the weekend.
And here's the deal. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Here is the reason I'm texting you. It's without a question. It's all self-serving.
Has nothing to do with our relationship.
Absolutely not so much. I don't care about your day. I don't care about your class. I don't care about the weather. I'm trying to make a little bit of money. I think there's an appreciation in both parties.
It is.
Right? If both parties totally understand where they're coming from. Why are you texting me? I'm texting you because you know things and I'm trying to make money. That's it.
Yep.
That's it.
Yeah, you're being truthful.
I am being truthful.
Hey.
You know me.
Yeah.
I'm 100% truthful. Sometimes to a fault.
Too much.
To a fault.
Yeah.
Speaking of truthful, I'm going to get the truth coming up from Larry Rubama. I want to know, A, why I'm not on the selection committee for this Mario Mullins game, number one. And number two, how he left off a couple of my boys from getting an invite. I want to know that. And also, I want to know from Larry the latest on the VHSL rule, talking about eligibility, where you live, who you're living with. I think that's going to get a little tighter. And we'll get his reaction from all the state championship stuff. I know J-Lo was there. I've heard from J-Lo. I want to get the real scoop.
And I got a question I want to ask Larry Rubama, because there's a controversy right now about Olympic gold medalist track and field runner. And I know, Larry, you're one of the best runners, and I want to get your opinion on this.
Larry ain't running anymore.
Well, we know that, but he's still
back in the day.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
Black and white TV. Back in the day. Right?
Did you see his reaction back to you? He lost it.
All right with him. Hell, I played a majority of my high school without a 3-point line. That's how old I am. I think it came in when I was a sophomore.
You turned the channel while he was on track, and it was the Andy Griffith Show, huh?
Let me tell you, man. Look, I don't even know if they had batons back then.
So what they used then?
They used sticks. They just pull. You just had a stick at the side of the track. It had to be like 2 feet long. 2 feet long stick.
Let's go to the break.
All right, Larry Rubama is coming up next. It's the morning drive.
Fox Sports 1310 traffic.
This traffic update is brought to you by Mattress Firm. Expect bumper-to-bumper traffic heading east on 64 between LaSalle Avenue and Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel. 64 westbound is seeing some delays between Little Creek Road and 564. Bumper-to-bumper traffic heading north on 664 between 164 and College Drive. And you can expect some delays on 264 approaching downtown tunnel from either direction. I'm Elena Begso on Fox Sports 1310.
Get matched and sleep at night during Mattress Firm's Upgrade Your Sleep sale. Take 120 nights to love your new bed or your money back. Restrictions apply.
Breaking news, and this one is almost unbelievable.
Yeah, it's all about new customers at Bet365 because they get $150 in bonus bets when they bet $5, win or lose.
What makes a life a good one? Is it our adventures? Or the friends we find along the way? Is it the challenges we conquer together? Maybe it's the people's lives we touch every single day. So, what makes a life a good one? You'll have to figure that one out for yourself.
What is more? Is it more reps, more strength, more stamina? We say it's all of that, but it's greater than just what's in the mirror. It's about improving your mental and physical health. More is a feeling of achievement, fulfillment, confidence. It's looking better, feeling better, being better, and it's our mission to get you there. Because here, you are more. One Life Fitness.
Portco is your local nonprofit organization dedicated to economic empowerment through employment for people with disabilities. We focus on abilities, not limitations, providing on-the-job vocational support. Find your pathway to employment. Contact us or learn more at portco.org.
Well, it's everybody's favorite time of year again. Time to prepare to make your annual donation to that infernal revenue service. And if you're like me, you need help. Help to keep that donation as small as possible. So get off your W-2 and call John Maynard at John's Tax Service. 455-6763.
At Rush Soccer, our love of the game and the community we create doesn't stop when we leave the pitch or when the season ends. We are more than an individual player, team, club, or league. We are a truly global community of athletes, parents, coaches, professionals, and fans. We believe that youth sports and the pathway to a lifelong love of soccer have the power to form deep, meaningful connections that will fundamentally shape our players and those in our community. We believe that what we feel is the key to what we can achieve. Feel the pride. Feel the confidence. Feel the legacy. Feel the connection. Feel the trust. Feel the acceptance. Feel the purpose. Feel the difference. Feel the rush.
At Atomic Wings, we prioritize real chicken with fresh, all-natural, never-frozen ingredients, all packed with serious flavor. Order from over 15 awesome flavors at atomicwings.com.
The business is obviously very good, but we're a little bit tapped out on baseball.
The Doug Gottlieb Show. Weekday afternoons 3 to 5 on Fox Sports 1310. The new home for the Hampton Roads sports fan. It's the Morning Drive with Johnny D, along with Suave and J-Lo on Fox Sports 1310 and live on Cova Sports TV.
Yes, sir. We are back on a Wednesday. Great to be with you. Hour 2 of the program. Johnny D alongside Suave, J-Lo. J-Lo's going to give us an update here real quick on the baseball this morning. Very quickly before I get to Larry Rubama.
And no, the Dodgers still lead 5-2. Not looking so good for the Cubbies.
No, not at all. Not at all. Did not put any money down on the baseball.
Nope.
Did break even last night. Nice. A little 0-2 in the NIT. That's what I get. And going 2-0 in the NCAA tournament. So we'll talk more NCAA tournament coming up here in a little bit. But joining us right now, you could follow him on the X at LH Rubama. Of course, award-winning columnist for the Virginia Pilot, the Daily Press, former track star extraordinaire.
That's right.
Friend of the program. Good morning, Larry.
Good morning. Good morning. What's going on, fellas? How y'all doing?
I've been better. I've been better. I got a little bit of a bone to pick with you.
Yeah, I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it. Oh, I just wanted to tell you, back in the day when we slapped hands. We didn't have a baton. We just slap hands and you run.
Slap hands. See?
Okay.
That's what I'm talking about.
Better than a stick.
Okay. Now, let me ask you this. Was it illegal? Did you have to slap hands or could you do a fist bump?
No, I don't think the fist bump was around back then.
That's what I'm saying. You could have revolutionized the sport by not slapping hands, but doing knuckles.
Wait. Time out.
What are we doing with our interview
What you
right
mean
now?
fist bumps went around? It's like this is 1800s, man. What, 30 years
It's
ago?
not that long ago.
This has always been there.
Doing knuckles. Did a little knuckles, right? Just stick it out, do a little knuckles.
Exactly.
You know what would be great at track if they institute a little handshake? You know, like they do with the basketball starting lineups, right? If you're coming around the corner, you do a little.
So you really,
That would be spectacular. I'm going to add a little bit to it. Just saying. I'm a little bit upset the fact that I was not asked to be on the selection committee for the Mario Mullins tournament. Why is that? Why was I not allowed to be on this?
Well, let me tell you, I didn't get on the committee until after I wrote the story about Mario Mullins' son. When I wrote about, that's when they said, hey, we're putting together this all-star game. Would you be interested in being on the committee? I was like, okay, sure. Now I want to make sure I let you know, Johnny, we didn't do anything in person. We didn't do a Zoom call. We just did it by text messages. So
who's running the show?
But it's the first year. You always have the little, what do you call it? You have the little,
next year. You work out the kinks next.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, there was at least 5 guys that I recommended that didn't make the team. So, but it's all good. It's the first time, and hope for many, many more. And hopefully this thing will get bigger and better. The game is going to be March 29th at 4:00 at Bayside High School. Like I said, we talked about it last week. Being able to play in an all-star game is an awesome thing. You get the chance to be able to play one more time. For some of these guys, they might not be playing basketball ever again. So it's a chance for them to be able to get out there and show what they can do. I know there's supposed to be some scouts there, college scouts, Brian Estrada, Virginia Wesleyan, Christopher Newport. Some schools like that will be there. And it's the last chance to be able to be seen. I know we do the same thing with the Kadir Classic that we do. So it's a good opportunity for these guys.
All right. Well, do me a favor. Just kind of whoever's running the show, because I noticed you sidestepped around that. Feel free to drop my name, please, if you don't mind.
I got you. All right, I got you. Now, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was going to say very quick, NCAA committee, Bubba Cunningham got a lot of grief this week. Are you a fan of ADs being on the committee, or do you think ADs should not be on a committee? Selection.
No, they shouldn't be on it. I don't think they should be on it. Only because you can say, okay, he left the room, and you still got the influence. You're there. No, I don't agree with that. It doesn't look good now. Look at all the heat they're getting now. So I don't think ADs need to be there. They need to be at the school trying to do other NIL deals and things like that. That's what they need to be doing. They don't need to be inside there picking who goes to the tournament.
Yeah, Larry Rubama is joining us here on the program. Again, you could follow him on the X at LH Rubama, the Virginia Pilot, and of course the Daily Press. All right, reaction. Last week was a busy week in high school basketball. The state finals come and gone. Just kind of give me your overall reactions.
Cass Jackson, man, that kid, he amazing what he did throughout the whole tournament. First of all, beating a very good Maury team, he took control of the game. Then he beat a very nationally ranked Woodside team. Then he goes into this championship game. He did not make a field goal the whole game until the fourth quarter. He makes one in the beginning of the fourth quarter and one the game-winning field goal. And he's a kid who, he was struggling. I don't know what Albemarle was doing defensively to slow him down or not let him get comfortable, but he just could not get any shots in. But then when the moment counted, he showed up. He showed up big time. And, scored, I think, 8 of his 13 points in the fourth quarter. Just amazing performance. The kid, I have a lot of respect for him.
What team surprised you that was better than you thought?
I would say Green Run because I said the whole time that Woodside was going to win another state title. I said they're going to win the third one. I kept putting it in every time in all my previews and stuff. So I guess I would say Woodside and Green Run. I mean, Green Run made that, when you look at their bracket, you look at their region compared to what that 5B looks like. You look at the 5B was loaded. I mean, it's just like it is for football, just like it is for baseball. And I was like, man, okay, we'll see what Green Run does. And they came out and they just continue to win. Shout out to Kenneth Harris, did a phenomenal job. In fact, you told me to pick the 5 coaches that are the best in the area right now. I mean, best in the state, and he's definitely one of them now. He's got 2 state titles and a state runner-up. He's done a phenomenal job. And like I said, beating that Woodside game was special. And then it was kind of like, okay, state championship game. He knew what he had to do.
What other individual performances from the state title game stuck out? I'm going to tell you one that I had a chance to watch, and I know it's a smaller school. The George Wythe out of the Richmond area. They got a shooting guard. What's his name? Kirchner or whatever this kid is. He dropped like 31 or 32. 6'2" guard. Looking at a couple of Division IIs, Division IIIs. I thought they were spectacular. I know Franklin did not play well, but I thought that team was spectacular.
Yeah, he did. He shot, and it's great to see those type of games. You see guys getting the spotlight. They get at VCU. The moment is on them, and they shine. Some guys don't shine. Some guys get to that point and don't do well at all. But no, he did. He looked good, and it's a chance for that kid who, like you say, he might have the Division II offers there. You should have a game like that. You might get a Division I. School might say, "Hey, let's give this kid a shot."
You may. What is your impression on the kid out of South Lakes? Is he the one going to Michigan State? Is that
yeah. I didn't see him play this year, but I saw him play last year, and I was like, man, this kid. I mean, long, lanky. He's special. He's special. He's a bucket waiting to happen. I mean, I just like the way he plays. He hustles. Got that little swag to him. I like him a lot.
Jayla, what's his name again? That's the Jordan Moore kid.
Jordan Scott.
Jordan Scott.
Yeah.
I got to be honest. I watched a lot of that South Lakes game. That was probably the least impressive 30-point performance I've ever seen. I don't know why. I just look. He better get stronger.
Yeah. Yeah,
he's going to get beat up a little bit in the Big Ten. Larry Rubama is joining us here on the program. So I asked you last week, and you brought up, of course, Coach Harris over there for your top 5 high school basketball coaches, private or public, in the state of Virginia. I kind of put you on the spot, so I apologize.
Yeah.
I should not have done that. But I've given you a week. Have you come up with a list yet, or are you going to dance around it again?
No. I got the list. So we already talked about Kenneth Harris and what he's been able to do. Another guy, Dwight Robinson. He's won a state title, finished runner-up twice. He's got over 400 victories. He's a guy who's it's hard to believe. He's been the only coach Lansdowne has ever had and he keeps getting it done. And you know he's going to coach at least 3 more years because he's gonna have a son there. And I tell you, Damien's special, man. He's real special, freshman guard. He'll probably end up making All-State. So he's another one. Greg Maynard, the guy that Kenneth Harris beat in the championship game. He had never been to a state championship game, but he's got 600 wins, and he's the coach over at Albemarle. Another one is Billy Pope. He's at Northside. He's been coaching for years. I think he coached since 1986. He's won 3 state titles. He's also got 3 state runner-ups. And then the other guy is Ty White, John Marshall. I mean, this guy has won 4 consecutive state titles. They won 107-81 in the championship game. They're nationally ranked the last 3 or 4 years. This guy is a special coach who's gonna great things happening for them.
Hey, by the way, Larry, have you heard the rumors? There's the slightest of chances about Ty White. There's rumors he might be done at John Marshall.
Yeah, I didn't want to say. I thought you bring it up. Yeah, but I heard that as well. I've heard that as well. I haven't heard anything definite yet, but I've been.
Well, why?
It sounds like he wants to go to the next level.
Well, why would you not?
I don't know. I mean,
look,
there's no problem with that.
There are coaches who enjoy coaching, and if you got a lot of success like he's got at John Marshall, what's the next level? A bigger high school, college level?
I think it's got to be the collegiate level.
Collegiate level? Are you talking to UVA? I mean, are we talking to UVA? Is that too big of a jump?
No. I think that's a very big jump. But you go to a school like Virginia Wesley, which by the way I saw they won over the weekend, Johnny. I did see that. But a smaller college, work your way up. I think it's absolutely the right move for him.
UVA. I mean, here's my thing. He's got some good things happening at the program he's at right now. And do you go to college and risk having that? You know what I mean? Some coaches are just good high school coaches. You can get that money coming in from different people. You know the NIL and all that stuff going on the high school level. Why go to a college where you might fail miserably? Because now everybody's recruiting in college. I'll leave it at that. But
I see.
See what I'm saying? I mean, so sometimes it's go ahead and be the big fish in the small pond instead of jumping into
the problem, Larry, is that coaches have an ego.
Yeah, they
and
do.
coaches are competitive.
Really?
Yeah, they do. and look, the whole thing is you want to challenge yourself.
Yeah,
right. It's all about challenging
He's been doing it for
yourself.
so long, John Marshall.
My whole thing is, what has the competition been that John Marshall has played against? Now, I do love when they get out of their region, they start playing the nationally ranked at some of the better schools in the state of Virginia and beyond. When we start going to Maryland and DC and everything else, I would love to see him at like a private school in that DC, that Delmarva area, the DC area, where you got a lot of those juggernauts. I would love to see how that would translate into playing one of those teams on a regular basis.
I agree. Yeah, but the conference I ran track in was back then it was the WMAC. They changed the name now, but you got DeMatha, St. John's, Carroll, McNamara. Bishop Ireton. Paul VI. No, that conference is every week you're in a battle. Every week you're in a battle.
Now, I mean, that basketball from a conference standpoint is tremendous. It's
basketball and football
tremendous.
and football. Football as well.
Football
is a very tough football conference as well.
All right, Larry Rubama is joining us here on the program. You could follow him on the X, by the way, at LH Rubama. Before I let you go, any more feedback on the track situation that went on? We talked about this a couple of weeks ago. I know last week there were charges filed. I have not seen the latest. Do you have an update on the latest of what's going on?
Well, it doesn't look good for the young lady who was hit by the baton. She said she had a fractured skull and a concussion. The only problem with that is that she ran in a big national track meet this past weekend. So if you have a fractured skull and a concussion, I don't think that's a good thing. Some people sent it to me. She ran in a huge track meet that was shown on. That's not good. But again, I'm sorry the whole situation happened. I got a lot of emails. I say 80% agree with me, and then after they saw the other angle, and then they heard this news, they said, "Oh man, maybe you're right, Larry." I said, "No, I don't want to be right, but I'm just saying. I'm just trying to get my
opinion."
Well, that's not a good look. I really don't want to comment on it too much, but I will say that's not a good look.
No, it's not. No,
still wrong. All right, just kind of keep us up to date on that.
And I want to ask Larry a question before we get off. Larry, there's been a controversy, like I said, because you've been a track and field star. So there's been controversy about this guy. He's a kid, and his form. there's a lot of discussion about he need to change his form. And I wanted to show this video to you. And it's just about 20 seconds of it. And I want to get your opinion on it. Like, does he need to change his form? So I'm about to show this video right now. Here it goes.
Quincy Wilson. And let's see the Abrams score was 48-3.
His form, he's running like this, and he running his hands like this. So it's going.
Oh, I see what you're talking about.
Here's the thing. I've done 3 stories on him, including meeting up with him just a couple months ago when he came to Virginia Beach. I talked to his coach about it. Yes, his form is jacked up, but here's the thing: how many kids are running 44 seconds like that? If it works for you, here's another thing. Not only is his form with his arms, but his head is back. Your head's supposed to be up. So it's all jacked up. If you're running 44, he's got the fastest time ever in the 400 outdoors. He's got the 3 top times ever running in the indoor 400. It's messed up, but you know what? Why mess with it? That's what several coaches told me. Why mess with it? You run that fast. Why mess with it? You start making him run differently. It could jack his whole thing up, and he has to get used to it. He's comfortable that way. Like I said, he's got the best time ever in the 400 outdoors and the 3 best times ever indoor. Let him run.
Yeah, Suave, why are you hating on the kid?
I'm not hating.
Why are you hating on the kid?
It's messed up though. That's the same when I asked. I said, man, I mean, you're supposed to run like this, and he's running all like this.
Suave hating on him.
He looks like Shaggy running away from a monster in Scooby Doo.
Yeah. But
hating on the kid.
I'm not hating on this. Was
Jesus. It's been a lot of trending. Yes,
go ahead, Larry.
But look, if it's not broke, why fix it?
Thank you. So I want to go to the one who knows it. Like you said, go to him.
Hating on the kid. Larry, very quick. VHSL, there is a report coming out about maybe tightening the rules on eligibility, tightening the rules on, moving after a season. Maybe kids are going to have to sit out. Have you seen the latest on this?
I have heard. When I heard you guys talk about, I have never heard nothing about it. But hey, we'll see what happens. My rule from the very beginning, probably 10 years ago when I first moved here, I says, look, you can go to any school you want to your freshman year. If you transfer for whatever reason, you got to sit out a whole year. That kind of, and you're going to talk about law. Look, that's the only way to be able to stop it. People are going to find ways to get around it. It'd be great if they could do something like that, but I believe it when I see it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Larry Rubama joining us again on the program. Let's give it up for Larry this morning. Larry took a lot of abuse on the show today.
He stood on business, though. That's what I'm talking about, Larry.
He did. He took a lot of abuse this morning. How's the hip?
I rode a bike this week. In 2 weeks, my doctor said I can go ahead and try to start playing golf. And I'm doing well, man. I'm doing no more basketball. I'm afraid to get hit again.
Pickleball?
But, that might be it. Yeah, my wife plays pickleball, so I don't know if I want to play pickleball, man. She can keep that sport. But he told me I can start playing doubles tennis, and I could probably start playing golf, and I'll probably have to sit out this softball season. The more and more I look at it, but
we got to get Johnny.
I play pickleball with Johnny D. Yeah. Oh,
for why?
For why?
Why? I don't play golf anymore. I play once in a while. I'm sneaky good when I'm out there, but I don't make it a habit.
I am as bad as a kid when I go out there.
What you guys? Larry just buried the lead, and the both of you didn't realize it. He found a built-in excuse not to play pickleball with his wife.
Yeah,
he's using the hip.
Yeah, I know.
Did you notice that?
He buried it.
Come on, man. We know this role. You ain't slick. We see you.
Yeah. She's not listening. It doesn't matter. He literally said, "Thank God I got hip surgery. Now I have a built-in excuse not to play pickleball with my wife." Perfect.
Yep.
Perfect.
He's quiet. That's fine.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're sitting in this video. We're going to tag her.
Gotcha.
Make sure she sees it, too.
Yeah. and by the way, Larry, I do need to bring up on the YouTube stream, Hank is not a fan of yours. I'm sure you've seen some comment. It's okay.
I have not.
It's okay. It's going to be okay.
It's all good. When you get in this position, you're going to get the haters. All you can do is keep doing your job, and I've been doing it for over 30 years, and that's what I keep
know
on
you
doing.
have.
That's right, Larry. Talk that talk.
All right, Larry. Appreciate it, my friend. All of a sudden, Jim's right to the program. Hey, Larry, see you, pal.
Thanks, Larry.
Thanks, Larry. Appreciate it. All of a sudden, J-Lo's executive producer of this program. I'll put the headset down now. We're
Suave,
good.
we'll take it to the break.
No,
for us.
you go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Well, coming on up, we have the entertainment page from
Jesus.
Suave. What is trending in entertainment
kidding me?
and everything. They're coming up in the 8 o'clock hour. You don't want to miss it. The Scroll of Hank, as well as being joined by the comedian.
Hey, for
to
somebody
talk
we
about
got to
their
go,
show.
you're being long on your
It's the
tees.
morning drive.
There you go.
Fox Sports 1310 traffic.
This traffic update is brought to you by True Green. Expect heavy traffic heading east on 64 between LaSalle Avenue and Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel. For those of you heading west on 64, you can expect delays between 4th View Street and Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel, between Military Highway and Route 17, as well as between Little Creek Road and 564. We're seeing bumper-to-bumper traffic on 168 bypass heading northbound between Kempsville Road and 464, and delays heading north on 664 between 164 and College Drive. I'm Elena Vegso on Fox Sports 1310.
True Green. Get a golf course quality lawn for less than you think. Sign up at truegreen.com. That's TRUgreen.com. True Green, the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour.
Are y'all ready for? Did you know that the minimum limits in Virginia are $30,000? $30,000 is a lot of money on an individual basis, but if you're involved in a personal injury matter, that's not enough. Here at Williams Lloyd's, we're happy to provide a consultation on the amount of coverage you have in your vehicle. It can be confusing. Not many people understand it. You know you need to have it, but do you have enough? Give us a call today at 757-547-5555 so we can help you prepare in the case of an automobile accident or any other personal injury matter that you or your family may find yourself in.
For any athlete, making it to the top sometimes comes with a few steps back. That's why there's CHKD Sports Medicine. Advanced diagnostics, treatment, and rehabilitation for sports injuries, just for young athletes like yours.
What's up at DQ? Oh, just the best deal ever! The $7 bacon cheeseburger meal deal. Bacon cheeseburger, fries, drink, and a sundae. No time to be modest. It's all full size for just $7. Right now at DQ. Happy tastes good.
Well, it's everybody's favorite time of year again. Time to prepare to make your annual donation to that infernal revenue service. And if you're like me, you need help. Help to keep that donation as small as possible. So get off your W-2 and call John Maynard at John's Tax Service. 455-6763.
As a banker at Town Bank, we believe that people bank with people, not with banks. You're looking for an actual personal relationship, and that's what you get at our bank. You get that person that gets to know you, gets to know your business, is there for you. I think that is what motivates us, what drives us. And the idea that we are trying to serve others and enrich lives, I think is very true.
What makes a life a good one? Is it our adventures? Or the friends we find along the way? Is it the challenges we conquer together? Maybe it's the people's lives we touch every single day. So, what makes a life a good one? You'll have to figure that one out for yourself.
After more than 50 years of innovation, AstroTurf still leads the way. The inventor of artificial turf does it all, right here in the USA. We engineer, test, manufacture, and install the world's most innovative fibers and turf technologies, with over 30,000 tracks and fields worldwide. AstroTurf, powered by Sport Group.
Of affordable term life for you. All you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-444-2013. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-444-2013. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. Call 800-444-2013. 800-444-2013.
This is The Herd.
Wow.
With Colin Cowherd.
I can't believe
blankety-blank team didn't get in, and instead blankety-blank other mediocre team did. It's a television show. Once you get down to the final one or two teams, I'll take a Carolina. Good branding over West Virginia. Sorry, I'm not losing sleep.
This is The Herd. Weekdays from noon to 3 on Fox Sports 1310. This is The Morning Drive with Johnny D on Fox Sports 1310 AM and 100.9 FM.
All right, 7:49 on a Wednesday. Our thanks to Larry Rubama for stopping by. Also want to thank the sports professors for dropping in. If you missed any of the interview, check it out on our YouTube page at Cova Sports TV, where we are streaming live in living color this morning. Hank is having a real hard time with Larry. I think Hank and Larry need to sit down and work it out a little bit.
Have a conversation.
Yeah. They're having some heated conversation this morning. Hank's comment, your job is to lie. And the Warpath chimes in, my client is tripping this morning. Yeah, you better get your client in order, man. Client's losing his mind back there. Good heavens. Got to wake the dude up half the time, and now he's just got to run in the show. Good work out of him. Could we update the poll question, please, there, sir? Are we allowed to do that this morning?
No poll. Okay. Yes, we can update the poll questions. Dang. Is UNC basketball for real? Yes or no? 57.1% says yes, they are. Our next Pacer payroll poll question of the day. Have you started planning your sick day for tomorrow and Friday? 57.1% says no. I don't know what people are doing in the world.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta start laying that out.
Yeah.
You just can't.
You can't miss off tomorrow morning.
There are a lot of people that have mental health days now that are built into their day-to-day. Maybe they just take a mental health day.
Yeah.
Which somebody told me, what is a mental health day for you, Suave? If you were to take a mental health day, is that a little exercise, eating a good meal, being one with Earth, or you just go to bed?
On the bed.
Okay.
I mean, like I said, when I worked at the shipyard, that's what they called it, a mental health day. Like, if you feel like you're getting too stressed out, you're not having like mental thing. They tell you take a mental health day, and you can take for like 2 or 3 days, and then come back to work.
Wow.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, what do you do
Sleep.
on your mental health days?
Well, for me, I'll either sleep, go to the city center, Newport News, and stay by the water, or just.
Are you that dude on the park bench, like feeding the birds?
Oh heck no, I ain't crazy. No, I was just saying, no. If I go to the city center, Newport News, because there's a big fountain in the middle, and then you got the little stores around, so I just go out there, just chill out there and feel the breeze and all that.
Okay, feeling the breeze in your hair.
Yeah,
I
got a little bit of hair.
You got a little.
I got a little bit of hair. Yeah.
All right, go ahead, Joe.
The next Pacer payroll poll question of the day: do you consider fish tacos an appetizer? 60% says no.
No, I don't even know why you brought that up. I mean, that's a ridiculous comment. Just because it's on a happy hour menu does not make it an appetizer. Smash burgers, sliders. Now, a slider is a little bit borderline. However,
smash burgers, no.
Smash burgers, sliders, no. Those are not appetizers, right? Nachos, appetizers.
I'd say so.
What was the percentage, J-Lo?
60% said no.
That's pretty low, though.
Nah, I don't know.
Because it was 80, I said, but that's what's even.
We'll see by the end of the show.
Exactly.
All right, what else?
Let's go, Jay.
That's all.
That's all we got. All right, so the polls are open on the X at Drive Johnny D if you want to vote this morning. Also, you can put a comment in the comment box on YouTube at Cova Sports TV. All right, it's time. Ladies and gentlemen, Suave has returned for the entertainment page.
Yes, sir.
Here's what's trending in entertainment.
Yes, sir. Welcome back to What's Trending in Entertainment. And can we just now go and say that Taylor Swift is undefeated? What I mean by that is that she had a record-breaking iHeart Award sweep. She has won more awards than any artist. She has surpassed Drake. She has won awards as an Artist of the Year, Pop Album of the Year for the Torture Poets department. Her tour has been selling out, and she is literally untouchable. And at this celebration, guess who she brings out? None other than the guy who said he's going to run it back with the Kansas City Chiefs, Travis Kelce.
Mm-hmm.
So look, listen, Kelce, listen. Taylor Swift going on with this record breaker tour and all this stuff. It's over. Now you can focus on football. So we want to at least have more than 2 catches a game. Do something to help Patrick Mahomes, because right now last season you disappeared in the Super Bowl And you won't really, I don't see what you did during the season. But that's right there. All props to Taylor Swift as breaking Drake's record, most awards in the iHeart Awards section. Also, another person who did really good, Gal Gadot, who a lot of people know played Wonder Woman. She got her Walk of Fame star this past week.
Who is this?
Gal Gadot.
She got a Hollywood star?
Yes, sir.
For doing what?
Well, she was on.
Looking hot in tights?
Okay, let me read the story for y'all. So basically what happened is she shared a journey from being a small town in Israel to Hollywood. And this event was celebrated by many. However, the honor also sparked debate online by the criteria for receiving the award, i.e. Johnny D. With some criticizing her work because she's mostly known for Wonder Woman and also Fast and the Furious.
Sure.
But she got it. Deal with it. Go scratch. She got a Hollywood star, y'all. It is what it is.
Did she show up with the, what is that, the golden lasso? What does she got? Is that the golden lasso?
Look at you. You know something about Wonder Woman?
Of course I do. It's Wonder Woman. Not an idiot. I'll look at Wonder Woman all day long.
It's a comic book, though.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about the comic. I'm talking about real life.
The fact that you even know about I'm
the
impressed.
fact that she has a Hollywood star.
Yes.
This is becoming almost like the Hall of Fame in basketball where everybody gets in, right?
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, what is the criteria? Come on. Talking about Wonder Woman and Fast and Furious, what, 2 through 4 or 2 through 5 she was in?
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, that's a bunch of known work. That's the critic debate is about what's going
Wow.
on. And then lastly, there was a little topic about movies that have silent moments and shared tears. Basically what it is top movies that had no lyrics, no dialogue, but those movies, those scenes are memorable. Top has been The Shawshank Redemption when he escaped prison. Also, the end of Fast and Furious when Paul Walker was driving. So there was a lot of debates on what movies is the top 10. So you had number 1 with The Lion King. You had also The Matrix. These movies had no dialogue, and they have the best scenes. To me, the best scene that I ain't gonna lie, I teared up a little bit, but it's rightfully deserving. I would never look at this movie more than one time. I looked at it one time and it was a wrap. There's a documentary called When They See Us. Have you ever know about it, Johnny D?
No.
Okay,
not at all.
So the story is this: it's five black boys. They was in a park.
Mm-hmm.
On the other side of the park, a woman got raped by somebody, and the cops went after the five black boys. Now they had nothing to do with it, but because they rounded them up, they arrested them, forced them to admit they did it, even though they didn't do it. And throughout their years as a teenager, even to grown adults, they was in jail. And it showed how much torture and pain they went through. Like I said, this show, when we seen it, because when it first came out, we all looked at it. I can't look at it not more than one time, because it did bring me to tears because what they went through, especially they were innocent. So that movie up there to me is my number one movie that I did shed a tear for. So
you're talking about on Netflix?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yes. So I will ask you, John D, is there any movie that
brings me to tears?
Yeah.
Oh, there are a lot of movies that bring me to tears.
Are you sure?
Sure.
I just want to know. Just give me one.
Wow. I got to think of one, huh?
Just one. Because as stonewall as you are.
I would say the end of Dodgeball. That's a little bit heart-wrenching. You know, when he puts all the money on himself, the underdog story that goes to Vegas and wins it all, Vince Vaughn. No.
Are you serious?
No.
Exactly. That's what I said.
I'd have to think about it. There are plenty of them.
Yes. Sure. Jada, do you have a movie that was emotional? I said,
why am I getting set up again?
You're not getting. He's asking you a question.
Yeah. This is actually.
You think everything is a setup, but it's not. He's trying to evolve you in the show, so he's asking you a legitimate question.
Yes.
Not that I can think of right now. No.
Fact,
if I thought about it, there might be one.
Even in the movies that you've seen that's really just was great for you, that literally said, like it was emotional, or at least something.
I don't know if you'd consider it emotional, but Miracle on Ice is really good.
Okay.
That's what's up.
Obviously.
There you go. Did
it bring you to tears?
No.
Okay, so that's what he's asking.
Yes.
What movie drove you to tears? What was the last time you cried?
Probably a few months ago.
A few months ago? Okay. Is it when the car went down and you realized you had to take the bumper sticker off? I mean,
no.
Did you shed a tear for that?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
Oh, definitely. Yes, Hank. Brian's song.
Oh, Bob. That movie was 30 years ago. Come on.
It's still something.
There's got to be something. I would have to think about it.
Yeah, like
I'm not sure.
more saddest movies. Like
I mean, I
that one.
cry every morning I wake up. So, I mean,
Also, you basically your life. Your life is
every morning I wake up, I'm crying. So I got to think of a movie.
Let's go ahead and go to break, y'all. But that was trending entertainment, y'all. We're gonna think about some good movies that was really, really emotional. Like, there are some shows. Number one would be the Fresh Prince episode. Now, anybody seen that one? No. Warpath, Paulie, we seen Fresh Prince. We know that one episode that to this day a lot of people cannot see more than once, and it's the whole dad situation. But yeah, let's go ahead and go into break to the Power Hour, and coming up at 8 o'clock. In the 8 o'clock hour, we're gonna talk more about the NCAA. We got a comedian coming at 8:22. You might want to stick around for this. It's the Morning Drive.
Here's a quick weather update from the News 3 First Warning Storm Team.
Good morning, I'm meteorologist Miles Henderson. Mostly sunny skies today and a little warmer with high temperatures in the upper 60s. Tonight we'll see building clouds with lows in the mid to upper 40s. For Thursday, warming to the mid 70s, a mix of clouds during the day, partly to mostly cloudy. A chance for rain moves in late in the afternoon to evening, and the winds start to pick up again. For News 3, I'm meteorologist Miles Henderson. Have a great day.
For any athlete, making it to the top sometimes comes with a few steps back. That's why parents count on CHKD Sports Medicine, advanced diagnostics, treatment, and rehabilitation for sports injuries, just for young athletes like yours. With convenient locations across Hampton Roads and a whole team of experts here to keep your favorite player at the top of their game. CHKD Sports Medicine. Learn more at chkd.org or call the CHKD Sports Injury Hotline.
Cova Painting. We don't just paint, we transform spaces. Visit covapainting.com or call 757-550-7357 and mention the Sportsplex for 10% off of projects over $1,000.
What's up at DQ? Oh, just the best deal ever! The $7 bacon cheeseburger meal deal. Bacon cheeseburger for a limited time, plus fries, drink, and a sundae. Yeah, this is not the time to be modest. It's all full size for just $7. And there's bacon on that burger. The $7 bacon cheeseburger meal deal. Now, for a limited time on the $7 meal deal lineup. Only at DQ. Happy tastes good.
What does happiness mean to you?
Being in the ocean with you, watching you catch super fun waves.
In Virginia Beach, happiness is breaking barriers and savoring the sunshine.
I couldn't pick a better place or a better person to be with. This is what makes me happy.
Happiness is going all out.
And taking it all in.
Here, happiness is whatever you make it. Find yours in Virginia Beach.
I grew up here. I know this town. I know the people here. More important, they know me. As a banker at Town Bank, we become part of the communities we serve. The people who bank with us, our members, know us. When you bank with Town Bank, you'll know your banker. You'll know you can reach us, and you'll know we're here for you.
James Catato tells us tonight there's a new team making new noise in the USL2 scene on the other side of the water.
Something special is brewing inside the walls of the Virginia Beach Sportsplex.
We're not here for moral victories. When we're on our day, we're a legit team.
See the stars of the future in pre-professional action at the Virginia Beach Sportsplex. This combined season ticket special is for men's and women's. That's 15 games for just $100 for adults and $80 for youth. VBU has a brand new women's team that competes in the W League. Soccer fans, it's time to rally behind Virginia Beach United. Tickets are on sale now. Visit vbunited.com. Don't miss out on Virginia Beach United.
Sports 1310, WGHAM Newport News, and WVSP-FM HD2 Yorktown. This is Fox Sports 1310. We are Fox Sports! This Fox Sports 1310 update is brought to you by
the Fox Sports 1310 mobile app. Don't forget, you can take us anywhere you go with the Fox Sports 1310 mobile app. Download us now via the Apple Store or Google Play. It is 8:04, and it's the Power Hour. Here we go. In college basketball, Indiana names West Virginia's Darian DeVries as their new head coach. Quote, "This is unquestionably one of the top jobs in America," DeVries said. "As someone who grew up in Midwest loving the game of basketball, I've always admired the Indiana basketball program for its championship-level success, tradition, and fan support. There's a passion to succeed at the very highest levels, both within the Big Ten and in the NCAA tournament, and that's a desire that, as a coach, I share." Staying in college basketball, Cooper Flagg and Johnny Broome, along with Alabama star Mark Sears, unanimous All-American selections. Now, Broome is a third-team pick a year ago, and Flagg were among the first 5 of the ballots of all 61 national media members who vote for the weekly Associated Press Top 25. In the NFL, Mecole Hardman has left the Chiefs and is now joining the Green Bay Packers. Packers general manager Brian Gunner said recently that the team is preparing to be without Watson, who was injured in the regular season finale for the early portion of the season. And congratulations to Brandon Graham as he officially retires from the Eagles after 15 seasons. Being a first-round pick out of Michigan in 2020, he spent his entire career with the Eagles, winning 2 Super Bowls. It's the Morning Drive. Welcome to the Power Hour. It's the Morning Drive again with Johnny D, powered by Cova Sports TV, Fox Sports 1310, 100.9 FM, and streaming live on YouTube at Cova Sports TV. Coming up, it's that scroll, y'all. Let's get to it.
Live from the OVM with Annie Mac Home Mortgage Studios, the official home of the Hampton Road sports fan. It's the Morning Drive, powered by Cova Sports TV on Fox Sports 1310, along with Suave and J-Lo. Here's your host, Johnny D.
Good to be with you. Final hour.
Yes.
On this Hump Day on a Wednesday.
Hump Day.
Yours truly, Johnny D, Suave, J-Lo. The Morning Drive, Fox Sports 1310 AM, the Fox Sports 1310 app. A friendly reminder, we are on the X at Drive Johnny D. We're on Instagram.
Yes, we are.
At Morning Drive Johnny D. And you can check us out on YouTube, live and in living color this morning as we are streaming the show live at Cova Sports TV. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button today. Got a comment? Drop it into the comment box. We will read it on the air. Unless you're Hank, where we've got to vet some of his comments this morning to ensure that they are approved and acceptable for this fine program. Coming up in about 20 minutes there, J-Lo, who do we have coming up in 20 minutes?
Jiaoying Summers. I definitely pronounced that wrong.
I'm did.
Sorry.
Do it again.
Hold on, do it again.
Do it again. Take 2.
Let me get my pronunciation guy here, just to make sure.
Come on,
let's take a breath.
Yes, please.
Jiaoying Summers.
I thought it was
Summers.
Jiaoying
Summers.
Jiaoying Summers, Chinese comedian.
She had a whole joke about her name.
By the way, why do we got to call her a Chinese comedian? Why do we just call her a comedian?
I just said comedian.
Okay, comedian going to be at the Funny Bone tonight.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Right, tickets are still available for that. I was looking at her tour. It's a What Is Your Species tour,
Yes.
which is pretty funny. But sold out at a lot of spots, man.
Yeah, she's huge on social media.
Yeah, she's
she had a
huge.
joke on her TikTok the other day about her name, actually.
Oh, yeah?
About people were trying to pronounce her name, and she's just like, it's Jiao Sing or whatever, and however she said it. And she was like, I have a trouble pronouncing y'all's names too, Amber.
Wow.
Absolutely.
That's nice.
She sold out in San Francisco. She's going to be at Virginia Beach tonight. Then in Richmond and Arlington. But she's all over the place, man.
Everywhere.
Sydney, Australia, Melbourne. She's going to. She's like the Taylor Swift of comedians.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
Large. Well, she's coming up in about 20 minutes. 8:45. What to watch for tonight? College basketball is back. The NIT. And, of course, more of the first 4 is tonight. We'll look at the odds on that one as well. Plus, Suave's motivation for a Wednesday. You know me. I just like to sit in the corner and take it all in. Sort of like Suave at the town center lake over there at the fountain, just hanging out. Cool breeze in my hair.
Just chilling.
Just taking it all in.
Yeah.
Very quick. I know we got the scroll of Cowboy fan Hank coming up here in a second, but this is just coming across the wire that the Vikings are moving on from any Aaron Rodgers talk.
What?
That is correct. The Vikings apparently have
smart.
rejected multiple trade calls at J.J. McCarthy, telling other teams they're moving forward with him as their quarterback. Sources said the team plans to add a veteran, but they are not pursuing Aaron Rodgers. Yes, let's give it up for the Minnesota Vikings this morning.
Smart.
They will not be held hostage by one Aaron Rodgers.
Unbelievable move
Not
by
gonna do it.
management.
Not
Such a great
following his
job.
dad.
No, not going to do it. Not going to do it at all. Good for them, man.
Great.
So
That
now
means-
it's down to the Giants and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Well, apparently, maybe just to the Giants if Cam head weapons and he don't want him.
Well, he's not saying that.
Yeah.
What he's
Yeah.
saying is, I shouldn't have to have a pitch for you to come here. Either you come here or you don't come here.
Yeah, but that's a locker room leader, so you come here. Don't come with that mess,
It's pretty
man.
much bleep or get off the pot.
Exactly.
That's what Hayward is saying.
Now, how much Aaron Rodgers is a diva? They be like, well, if you don't feel like, I want to be with your team then.
Yeah. I mean, it would be fine if Aaron Rodgers came out and said, look, here's the deal. I'm going to take my time. I'm going to look at some options. I plan on making an announcement X date. Thursday, 12:05, 5 minutes before tip-off of the NCAA tournament on the Pat McAfee Show. Just say it. Get it out of the way.
And screw everything up.
Get it out of the way. Also, very quick before we get to Hank, this story came across, and I might save this for tomorrow, but we talked about Troy head coach Scott Cross coming out of the Sun Belt, and he was talking about recruiting. And obviously with the Sun Belt, there's going to be a different type of player that you recruit versus a Michigan or a Michigan State or a Maryland or anybody else. And he says that he explains to one of the local radio stations why he only recruits players that like Waffle House. That is his recruiting deal. He goes, we offhand ask them, do you like Waffle House? If they answer yes, we sign them. If it's no, we're never going to get them. It's the type of person that goes to the Waffle House, Suave. Are you a Waffle House guy?
Absolutely. I'm just trying to figure out what's the great thing about being at Waffle House.
I think it's just
experience.
no, I think it's just simple. It's not overly fancy. Like, you don't need a lot of bells and whistles when you go to the Waffle House.
No,
man.
you don't.
You can have breakfast anytime during the day.
Mhm.
Right? It's the man's man is going to the Waffle House.
All-American
If you're a bougie, I got to have a brunch, I got to have an eggs Benedict type of guy, then you're going to Michigan.
Yeah.
So we'll play this tomorrow. It's interesting.
That's very interesting.
But we'll play it tomorrow. In fact, I'm going to send this to you right now as a friendly reminder
Absolutely.
to play this tomorrow. All right. That's what we do on this program. We share ideas.
That's
All right. But joining us right now at 12 minutes after the hour, ladies and gentlemen, it is time once again for a scroll of a Cowboy fan named Hank.
3, 2, 1. Time to open the scroll.
Oh, we're changing it up. I think we thought we went a little Bruno Mars yesterday. We're now back to the evil empire that is Hank.
This is Hank.
Yeah. Hey, and by the way, Hank, let me just get this off my chest. I can appreciate you having an opinion for one of our regular guests. Hit him up offline. Don't make me your liaison to get your point across. Like, I appreciate giving you the forum to express your opinion. And as I mentioned to Larry, he's got a fan in Hank out there. But it's obvious you got a lot of other questions that need to be addressed. He's not bothered
No, he's
at all.
not bothered
That's
at
why we
all.
love Hank.
Yeah.
Look at him.
That's not a freeze frame. That's actually him doing
Is it
that.
frozen? Is the video frozen this morning?
Look at
I think it is.
No,
there it
I
is.
told you, it ain't
I'll tell you
frozen.
what, he was a good job at holding still, though.
He is. The clearance rack hat this morning. What do we got? What do we got on the clearance rack hat this morning? I can't tell.
No, if it's
That's an old school. That's the type of cap. It's cap day. The first 500 people that come to the ballpark get the cap. Right now, don't shake it. You did not buy that cap. You did not pay money for that cap. It was either gifted. You bought it.
Bought
You
this
need
one.
your money back. Man.
I bought this one because it was funny is when they made this new logo with the too many people were talking about how it's a stupid one. I'm like, not everything is for you. Not this. I bet kids love this logo, and I think
now is that a fitted? I'm going to go out on a limb and say it is not a fitted cap. You're more of a. I don't even want to say you're a snapback guy. What's the other one? Are you like the just the adjustable strap guy?
Velcro.
What are you?
It's the one. It's the Velcro. Yeah, it's Velcro.
Yeah, it's the Velcro. Okay, that tells me a lot. So what's on your mind on a Wednesday?
That's my limit. That's my limit on buying a hat is $25, and that's what it cost me. So
okay,
I was
all right. So what's on your mind? What's on the scroll today?
So for my guy Suave, did you see where the WWE is making a gigantic push to go to Paris? They're having entire week of events. From like Dublin, Birmingham, Manchester, Leeds are going and all these are like on consecutive days, man. I mean,
it's the European tour. Yeah,
that's right. I bash wrestling and all that stuff a lot, but I gotta give them guys credit, man. When you're going 8 straight days and you're doing it in different parts of Europe, that's a tough road, man. I gotta give them credit for that because it's not like. We all know it's scripted, sort of, but it's still physical. You're still getting tossed over the ring and landing on your back can't be feeling good for anybody. So I got to give them credit for that, man. That sounds like a pretty cool deal. And if it's not on pay-per-view or one of them channels I don't get, one of them streaming services I don't get, I might actually watch some of it. I'm considering, there's nothing going on. So I'm considering maybe jumping back into some WWE and see if I can find myself a wrestler to follow. So
come on. There's plenty of them.
I was a little bit upset because I seen where they're trying to remove Jackie Robinson of all people from military service and awards and stuff. Man, what are we doing? What are we doing as a society when we've gotten so into DEI that we're trying to erase one of the most important people in American history? Come on, people. Let's get with it and get that straightened out. I seen the Steelers bought in Jalen Milroe. So they're talking to Aaron Rodgers. Are we sure that Pittsburgh wouldn't draft him in the first round? Is that a possibility? Do y'all see that happening? That Milroe can go in the first round?
Jalen Milroe to the Steelers?
Yes. Y'all wanted a hot take. That's mine. I think the Steelers. I don't know, man. Aaron Rodgers is he's kind of pushed himself away from everybody. At a certain point, your strengths become your biggest weaknesses, and maybe his attitude is it's been doing it for a while, but maybe it's rubbing people the wrong way. And I seen the Steelers bought Jalen Milroe in, and y'all know I root for the 757 guys. I'm obviously a Dallas fan, but I can't hate on Mike Tomlin ever. I will forever support him and hope that he does great things in life. So I would like to see it. Milroe's an interesting cat, man. He's probably maybe a lesser version of JD5. Probably not quite as accurate, maybe not quite the runner, but hey, as a rookie, maybe you don't have to be. And then I saw where their running back, his name slips me right now, moved to the Chargers and then started chopping the Steelers up. Yes, chopping the Steelers up, talking about their facilities weren't modern and all that stuff. I'm like, dude, do you realize that SoFi and all that stuff is like pristine? It's so brand new. Of course, the Steelers aren't going to have the same stuff. But I was like, watch out for the Steelers, Chargers kind of start butting heads towards each other, man. I hope they play each other this year because that's going to be an interesting little game.
Hey, Hank, before I let you go, because we're a little bit short on time, did you see the reports on what Micah Parsons is reportedly going to be getting down to Dallas? Have you seen any of the reports? Are you getting excited, a little tingly over this?
I think, be honest with you, I'm getting nervous because I watched Cowherd. I watched what's that little dude's name who didn't have any hair and then all of a sudden did.
Talking about Nick Wright, man. Come on.
Yes. Oh my God, I can't stand it.
Come on, man.
But I think they're all talking that the Cowboys should trade him. And be honest with you, man, Jerry, he's a wildcat. He's liable to do anything. And I'm telling you, man, if they trade my boy, I'm out. I'm gone. I will
Jerry is
hate
not
that
going to
team.
trade Michael Parsons no matter
well,
what.
It's coming, baby.
No matter
Oh,
what.
it's coming, baby.
He is not going to get
Absolutely.
traded.
It's coming, baby.
You want to hear a mutiny of Cowboys fans?
Look, I will love it. You thought Nico was going to get raked over the coals down in Dallas? Jerry Jones.
Hey,
he's
look,
going to do is
I
follow
keep
up the
telling y'all-
landman.
I keep telling y'all, man, the reason why there's so many Cowboys fans around in this area is because the Redskins at the time were the last team to add an African American player, the last team, and so a lot of our black fans around here came on because of that. You trade Micah, and we're gone. I'm telling you, I will lead a mutiny. That will rue the day.
They will rue the
day.
J-Lo, is there something you want to tell Hank?
There's something I want to tell Hank.
Is there something you want to tell Hank? You're going to tell Hank we got to go. I mean, obviously, you're producing the show, so it's your turn. Tell Hank we got to go.
All right, Hank, we're up against the break,
there
unfortunately, but we'll get you back tomorrow, Hank.
You're the best, Hank.
Hey, quick thing on the way out. USL adopted the promotion and regulation that Johnny was talking about. First pro league in sports.
You got to do
it. All right, man.
You got to do it. Good work, Hank. There
it is.
That's what we get for bringing a Cowboy fan on the program. All right, 8:20. J-Lo, who do we got coming up next?
Jiaoying Summers. I hope I'm saying her name right. We're gonna find out when she comes on next segment. But she's coming in, and we're gonna talk about her show coming up tonight.
That is coming up tonight at the Funny Bone in
7
Town
o'clock.
Center, 7:00. We're gonna try to get J-Lo to come on out and sit front row. I want him first row of the show tonight.
Nope.
We got to get it done.
Nope.
Come on,
That's
man.
all right.
I will give you $100. I'll give you $100 if you go out to the show and just park your ass right in the front row.
You might get all them jokes walking around.
Come on, man.
This guy with no facial hair.
I'll do it.
I'll give you $100.
Give me $100.
I need video content. Though. I need video. I need verification. I need justification that you're there, and I want to see you get roasted.
Face the roof.
Yeah, better not face the roof. We'll see what happens.
Man. We'll see what happens.
All right, that is straight ahead. It's the morning drive.
Fox Sports 1310 traffic.
This traffic update is brought to you by Rapid Radios. An accident on 264 eastbound has the right lane blocked between Harbor Park and Valentine Boulevard. Also heading east on 264, you could expect delays between Des Moines Avenue and Berkeley Bridge. A crash has the left lane blocked on 664 southbound, causing heavy traffic between Portsmouth Boulevard and Bowers Hill. And expect bumper-to-bumper traffic heading east on 64 between LaSalle Avenue and Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel. I'm Elena Vexo on Fox Sports 1310.
Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies with national LTE coverage. Go to rapidradios.com and you'll get up to 60% off free UPS shipping. Add code RADIO for an additional 5%.
What is more? Is it more reps, more strength, more stamina? We say it's all of that, but it's greater than just what's in the mirror. It's about improving your mental and physical health. More is a feeling of achievement, fulfillment, confidence. It's looking better, feeling better, being better, and it's our mission to get you there. Because here, you are more. One Life Fitness.
As a banker at Town Bank, we believe that people bank with people, not with banks. You're looking for an actual personal relationship, and that's what you get at our bank. You get that person that gets to know you, gets to know your business, is there for you. I think that is what motivates us, what drives us, and the idea that we are trying to serve others and enrich lives, I think is very true.
What makes a life a good one? Is it our adventures? Or the friends we find along the way? Is it the challenges we conquer together? Maybe it's the people's lives we touch every single day. So, what makes a life a good one? You'll have to figure that one out for yourself.
Well, it's everybody's favorite time of year again. Time to prepare to make your annual donation to that infernal revenue service. And if you're like me, you need help. Help to keep that donation as small as possible. So get off your W-2 and call John Maynard at John's Tax Service. 455-6763.
Portco is your local nonprofit organization dedicated to economic empowerment through employment for people with disabilities. We focus on abilities, not limitations, providing on-the-job vocational support. Find your pathway to employment. Contact us or learn more at portco.org.
I'm Dr. Mark Cardelia, orthopedic surgeon and surgical director of the CHKD Sports Medicine Program. We see a lot of knee injuries in student athletes these days, and many of these are ACL tears. Parents often ask how to know when a knee injury may be serious. The most obvious symptom is severe pain or swelling in the knee joint. Your child may have heard a pop when the injury occurred. Look for signs they can't put weight on the knee around 48 hours after the injury, or if the knee feels unstable or wobbly. Those are all signs you should see a CHKD sports medicine specialist. Our sports medicine physicians, surgeons, athletic trainers, and physical therapists understand the needs of growing athletes and tailor treatment to fit each child's age and level of activity. Our goal is to accurately diagnose the problem in a timely fashion and provide the treatment that will ensure a safe return to activity. Kids want to play, and we want to help them get back in the game. To learn more, visit chkd.org. Sports medicine at CHKD. We're more than a hospital.
Side with the Vikings not being a serious suitor for Aaron Rodgers. So that is which side I'm on.
Ben Maller, the Ben Maller Show from 2 to 6 a.m. on Fox Sports 1310. Live from the OVM with Annie Mac Home Mortgage Studios, it's the Morning Drive with Johnny D on Fox Sports 1310 AM and 100.9 FM.
Welcome back. The Morning Drive with Johnny D, powered by Cova Sports TV. 8:26 on the program. Joining us right now, she's having a show tonight at the Virginia Beach Funny Bone Comedy Club. So I got to check before I say the name. I got to check. So I know you had a joke about it on your TikTok.
Here we go.
Is it Jiaoying Summers? Is that right?
Jiaoying
Summers.
It's not bad. It's pretty close. I heard it worse.
You heard it worse.
Things like that. Mailing or something.
That's awesome. So yeah, we appreciate you coming in. You have your show tonight at the Funny Bone at 7:00. So talk about your tour so far, the Species tour, if that's correct. Talk about what you've been doing.
I've been having my this year is our international tour. So I'm actually going off to Australia and Asia.
Wow.
After we have Virginia this week, and next week is New Orleans. So I'm very excited. I heard that you are coming to the show tonight. You'll be in the front row.
Yeah, we're trying to get into the show. We're trying to get into the show. I got to tell you why, because looking at you on Instagram and on Twitter, and by the way, summerscomedy.com for more information about tickets, you like to engage with your viewing audience. Is that correct? Is that a big part of your show?
Yeah, I think I'll do around like 15 minutes of my material jokes, and then spend 10 minutes talking to my audience, especially the front row. And I would guess the species they are and roast them. Is your name J-Lo or Jack?
It's Jack, but they like to call me J-Lo.
He goes by
J-Lo
J.
is cute. So you got the ass.
This is too easy.
Keep going.
I don't know.
So are you? What kind of species are you? Are you Latino or just Mexican? Or Filipino? Filipinos are Mexicans acting Chinese.
Filipinos are amazing. J-Lo or Jack, whatever you want to call him this morning, he is as white gets. I mean, if there is a
yes.
If there is a watered down version of vanilla, that is J-Lo.
I see. Okay, he's cute. He's young.
He is young.
Thank you.
Cute. He's
How old
legal.
are you?
I'm 18.
Oh wow, I can breastfeed you, but Nice.
Yeah, see, perfect, J-Lo. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is why we got to get you front row. We're going to get you out of your comfort zone by getting you front row.
Yeah, J-Lo, you are in good hand. Big Daddy Johnny loves you, and Don is nice to you too. You have good mentors. You are gaining all the confidence. You're gonna have good luck with ladies. That's a great, just a great opportunity for you to work with those two guys. Can teach you so much how to be cool and everything. You are flying.
Hopefully. I like what you said about mentor. That's a good leeway. Because Suave, you had a question about that, right?
Yes. So I was researching, and I seen that John Singleton discovers you. And for me, I'm a fan of John Singleton from Poetic Justice, Boys and Hood. I can go on and on. So just how did that experience come about, and how did it feel to be mentored by John Singleton?
I really felt special, but I couldn't understand what he meant. Is after I auditioned for one of his TV show, he asked me, I saw your audition tape, you are good, but I want to see if you can be funny, because my show is the relationships between the Rebel and Karma. Rebel is the black girl, she's a cop. Karma is a Chinese girl, the best friend, who's a sidekick who knows Kung Fu. So I said, wow, that's Rush Hour on a budget. He just said that you're very funny. That's very funny. Why don't you try some stand-up comedy? I said, what is that? Because we don't have it in China. I've never heard that before. And then we had lunch, and he gave me a whole comedy history education about Mama Mabley, about all of the great comedians from beginning to now, and then convinced me to do my first open mic. And I tried out my first open mic, and he has been very supportive, but he really always checking in to make sure I actually go to a open mic. And so I'm really grateful for how he followed up and how he encouraged me to do this, because it's really difficult doing stand-up. It's difficult for people who speak English, and it's my second language, so it's a lot of challenges. But I'm so grateful to have his mentorship, and that's changed my life. So J-Lo, be grateful.
I'm very grateful. Absolutely.
Yes,
no,
you will
that's
be remembering your time here and understand why working with Johnny and Dan make you cool,
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. So so we know, as hosting a sports talk radio show, it's a lot of prep that goes into it every day. We're very curious, what goes into prepping for one of your comedy shows? How does that work? What is that process kind of like? What goes into it?
I feel like I always wanted to find out. As a Chinese person, I'm a workaholic, and also I'm my own worst enemy. I always want to prepare as much as I can, and eventually I realized that for me to give a good show, I have to have a good time on stage, and I have to not care about what my audience would think. And that's what they come to see. They come to see your opinion. They don't come to see someone try to kiss their ass, try to say things they want to hear. And it will cost you to make people angry, because you don't have the same point of view with them. But eventually, when it's funny, they will laugh, and you make them think there's other opinions other than theirs. So I realized that the best preparation is to be in a state of mind that I'm going on stage to have a good time, not to please anyone. That's very hard for me to do, because I wanted to make people happy, not just laughing, actually. Don't feel offended, but it's impossible to do. It's real comedy, you have to accept that there are people going to be offended by you, but as long as they laughed, it's like I gave them a vacation. They escaped from their life for 1 hour, so they got to be somewhere that they can just laugh. So that's most important for me. Obviously, I like to research the city. I would love to get some knowledge from you guys, the fun facts about Virginia Beach, so I can talk about tonight. I'll tell them that.
There she goes. She wants some content.
Yes.
She wants some content.
Yes, I want
so J-Lo, you want to hit on that? Fun facts about Virginia Beach or Suave?
Virginia Beach, Suave.
Yeah, fun fact. Look, huge tourist area. No doubt about it, obviously. Big military area, too. A lot of military individuals in this area. Virginia Beach does not really have a downtown. It's kind of strange. Like, you're going to be in the town center area. Some people consider that downtown. Some people consider the oceanfront downtown. It's the only city, I think, in America that truly does not have a downtown where the locals are arguing with each other on where downtown Virginia Beach is. This goes on all the time. We don't have a professional sports team. People like to surf, but we don't have waves. I'm still trying to figure that one out, right? They like to surf, but we really don't have waves at Virginia Beach at all. So you got a little bit of mix of everything going on right there.
Wow, I already got so many fan facts from you, Johnny. That's very interesting. Downtown.
Well, I try. Let me ask you, with your act, do you get a lot of your content from family?
Yes, I think for me to write a joke, whenever something triggered me, I cannot believe something my mom said to me, or my kids did. I will write it down right away to process it, because I early on when I started comedy with my open mic, I opened a comedy club. I bought a club. After a week when I started doing open mic, I realized there's not enough stage time for me, so I bought a comedy club on Melrose in Hollywood, so I can host open mic 10 hours a day. I just keep doing it, and then COVID came. We had to close down, so I decided to post my jokes online on TikTok, and that's how I really started with one follower. And eventually, I realized that some content really went viral. Is all about Chinese culture versus American culture, my childhood, my mother, my family, anything that's real and close to me. That kind of content really connect with the audience. So I started to understand that for me to really relate to people and for me to find my voice is really write about my life. So I started to write more about my life. Whatever, even some news I hear, I'm triggered, or whatever my mom, my family did, I think it's very interesting. I'll write it down. And that's how I really find my content. And in the morning, I'll listen to news and I will write more about it too.
Yeah, see, real life content, boys.
That's one of the best.
That's what it comes down to.
Best.
Hey, for ticket information, again, summerscomedy.com. That's summerscomedy.com. Tonight at the Virginia Beach, the Funny Bone Comedy Club. Go check her out. And if you could do us a favor, look, J-Lo, he's very shy. Is there any way with your social media reach, can you just take a snapshot of J-Lo and put it out into the universe? Just letting people know that he exists. Look at this cute little vanilla guy. This little mix.
Show me your cute face. You're like a Pokemon. You're so cute. I'm going to post you in my story and find your girlfriend.
Yes,
there you
absolutely.
Go.
Thank you.
Self-serving.
Bro, you are getting hooked up. I think that's perfect. Yeah, take a snapshot. J-Lo, look right into the camera, please.
Come on.
Give her some good visual right there.
There you go.
And say hi.
Got it.
Pose.
Perfect. Absolutely perfect.
There you go.
All right. We appreciate you. Good luck tonight. Good luck with the rest of the tour. We reposted it on our X account at Drive Johnny D. All the tour dates. I know you're going to Richmond right after this, which is right up the road, but summerscomedy.com for more information. We appreciate you. Best of luck.
Thank you so much, guys.
All righty.
Have a good one. Have a good show.
J-Lo, you're set, man. You're set tonight, bro.
I'm getting set up.
You are set up tonight, bro.
She said he was cute too.
You're cute. She said you're Mexican. No. Filipino? No. Not at all.
She did every ethnicity except for the right one.
Look at that. You're about to blow up.
Oh, look
She's going to take her 1 million followers, hopefully, on the Instagram, along with the other thousands of followers she has on the X.
And there still might not be one.
They're going to take your picture, and it's going to be blasted out into social media universe.
There you go.
And then all of a sudden next week, you'll put in your resignation, and you will go on to bigger and better things than this radio program, because you're going to be big.
So
you're going to be big.
And one day he's got Agent and Warpath. He's now got
it's just blowing up.
Front row seats
by Johnny D. And then now you got a star that said you're cute and she's going to share you. You're winning today,
You
buddy.
are winning today.
You are winning today.
Hey, make sure you go ahead and thank the fine people over at the Funny Bone Comedy Club tonight.
That's phenomenal.
Check it out. Going to be a great show. You do not want to miss it. All right, look, I'm sweating.
You sweat.
I'm sweating after that.
And that was only a small piece, and how funny she was there. You can only imagine how the show would be tonight.
I mean, I'm sweating a little bit after that.
But why are you sweating?
I don't know.
Let's get Johnny in the front row. That would be funny.
Oh, forget that.
Johnny
Please.
Suave, could you imagine Johnny?
You could make an entire tour out of me being in the front row. The amount of stuff that you could pick on. Oh, God.
This would be phenomenal. Hold on. We got to dig deeper into this.
Well, I mean, look, if you want to.
What
just be careful.
Suave?
Just be careful. I know what car you drive. That's all I got to say. At some point,
everybody knows what car I drive.
Look, at some point, you do need to walk into the parking lot and start up that car.
Sometimes don't even start.
That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say. Hank, you got a lot of comments there, bro. I can't talk about half of these comments that you got right now on the YouTube stream at Cova Sports TV. If you want to see what Hank's got to say, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. All right, we're going to be wrapping it up. What to watch for tonight? Suave's motivation on a Wednesday. That is all still to come. It's a Wednesday edition of The Morning Drive.
Fox Sports 1310 traffic.
This traffic update is brought to you by Rapid Radios. An accident on 264 eastbound has the right lane blocked between Harbor Park and Valentine Boulevard. Also heading east on 264, you could expect delays between Des Moines Avenue and Berkeley Bridge. A crash has the left lane blocked on 664 southbound, causing heavy traffic between Portsmouth Boulevard and Bowers Hill. And expect bumper-to-bumper traffic heading east on 64 between LaSalle Avenue and Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel. I'm Elena Vexo on Fox Sports 1310.
Rapid radios are
into life. A good one. Is it our adventures? Or the friends we find along the way? Is it the challenges we conquer together? Maybe it's the people's lives we touch every single day. So, what makes a life a good one? You'll have to figure that one out for yourself.
What is more? Is it more reps, more strength, more stamina? We say it's all of that, but it's greater than just what's in the mirror. It's about improving your mental and physical health. More is a feeling of achievement, fulfillment, confidence. It's looking better, feeling better, being better, and it's our mission to get you there. Because here, you are more. One Life Fitness.
Portco is your local nonprofit organization dedicated to economic empowerment through employment for people with disabilities. We focus on abilities, not limitations, providing on-the-job vocational support. Find your pathway to employment. Contact us or learn more at portco.org.
Well, it's everybody's favorite time of year again. Time to prepare to make your annual donation to that infernal revenue service. And if you're like me, you need help. Help to keep that donation as small as possible. So get off your W-2 and call John Maynard at John's Tax Service. 455-6763.
At Rush Soccer, our love of the game and the community we create doesn't stop when we leave the pitch or when the season ends. We are more than an individual player, team, club, or league. We are a truly global community of athletes, parents, coaches, professionals, and fans. We believe that youth sports and the pathway to a lifelong love of soccer have the power to form deep, meaningful connections that will fundamentally shape our players and those in our community. We believe that what we feel is the key to what we can achieve. Feel the pride. Feel the confidence. Feel the legacy. Feel the connection. Feel the trust. Feel the acceptance. Feel the purpose. Feel the difference. Feel the rush.
At Atomic Wings, we prioritize real chicken with fresh, all-natural, never-frozen ingredients, all packed with serious flavor. Order from over 15 awesome flavors at atomicwings.com.
VB.com.
Feeling lucky? Get ready to strike gold with great deals on a new vehicle at Southern Kia Greenbrier and Southern Kia Virginia Beach. Low APR financing available, plus lifetime benefits like oil changes. Save some green today at SouthernKiaVirginiaBeach.com and SouthernKiaGreenbrier.com. For details.
This is the Jason Smith Show with Mike Harmon. Do not be alarmed.
St. John's is number 2 in the country. And offensively, they got the strong guard play to navigate March. Derry Richmond's a triple-double threat now. I miss him at Syracuse. Lewis is the guy. Like this team has everything you need and a guy that's navigated March many times before. And, for them to be a 2 seed is kind of a slap in the face.
You're listening to Jason Smith with Mike Harmon. Weeknights 10 to 2 a.m. on Fox Sports 1310. This is Fox Sports 1310. Keep up with the trends. Follow us on X at Drive Johnny D or Instagram at Morning Drive Johnny D.
All right, wrapping it up on a Wednesday. Big things are coming for J-Lo. I'm excited for him.
Me too.
18 years old. Her eyes lit up, by the way, when we told her your age.
Mm-hmm.
Being 18.
A young buck.
Yeah. She looked at me and went, that's an old dude. She looked at Suave and went, okay. She heard you're 18. Boy, she got excited.
Yeah, she looked and said, cute and everything. Boy, I was like, oh, J-Lo.
Filipina. You look Filipina. That's what she said.
Yeah.
Guess your species.
That's my species.
Yes.
And you worse. He is white as that color.
It is, man. Look, I mean, if you go, I'm not wrong.
You're not wrong.
I mean, I got a white piece of paper here. I think he's got a bead. Right?
He's not white. He's clear.
I mean, get a little bit of base. Something. Go see some sunlight.
Go to the city center.
I mean, I know you cover high school basketball. Get outside for a little bit. Check it out. I did read, speaking of broadcasting, you see Fox is getting a lot of grief over the Tokyo series because their broadcasters are remote.
Yeah.
They're not there in Tokyo. They got guys that are doing the NCAA tournament. They do Chicago Bulls and everything else. Mm-hmm. And people are giving them grief. Why? Look, here's the thing. If Fox did not tell you they were remote, you would have never known.
No.
Would never know.
And what you want them to be there? Like,
come on.
Long to get the commentary done.
Yeah. I look, that happened a lot with COVID. I got no problem with that.
And it's phenomenal for them. They don't have to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning, probably
Seriously.
even earlier.
I mean, perfect.
Or they don't have to switch up their whole sleep schedule.
Yeah, they're not getting up at 3, by the way.
No.
So.
Well, but it would have been weird if they were there.
What's the local time there? It's not 3 o'clock.
I think it's like 12 hours ahead.
It's like 9:46 or 10:46, depending on.
Okay.
I'll take that right for you. Tokyo time.
At night.
Yeah, what's Tokyo time? If it's 6 a.m. here, what is Tokyo time?
It's about like 7 p.m., I think.
You've thrown out 17 different options.
9:46, 12 hours ahead.
12 hours ahead. So
Yes.
it's 9:46.
It's 9:46.
Okay, so it's not bad to be there. You're not getting up at 3 in the morning. You'll be getting up at 3 in the morning if you are West Coast. Here, try the broadcast or watch the game. But I think Adam Amin was on the broadcast today, was he not?
Mm-hmm.
And he does the Bulls play-by-play. So they're getting ready for a West Coast trip. And I think Jason Benetti was on yesterday.
That's correct.
And I believe he's doing the NCAA tournament. So there are some reasons for it. But people relax. It's not that big of a deal. It's not that big of a deal.
RELA.
Yeah, Warpath chimes in. Damn near tomorrow in Tokyo. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And if you're a casual baseball fan, are you really getting up at 6 a.m. to watch the Cubs and the Dodgers?
I wouldn't be, no. This is just a great excuse to already be watching it.
Already be watching.
I'm already up.
Speaking of what to watch for there, J-Lo.
Oh, great leeway, Johnny.
Thank you. It's called the transition.
Yeah.
That's what we do in radio. Congratulations.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, no, what to watch for tonight?
Way to be there, Johnny.
Just go.
Just drop it, man.
NBA at 7:30. The Detroit Pistons playing the Miami Heat on ESPN at 9 o'clock. The Washington Wizards playing the Utah Jazz on Monumental Sports Network. At 10 o'clock, the Denver Nuggets play the LA Lakers on ESPN. We're talking about college basketball. The first four returns at 6:30. Mount St. Mary's plays American for the battle for that last 16 seed. That'll be on True TV and on our sister station, Party Auto Sports Radio 94.1 at 9 o'clock. Xavier plays Texas on True TV, and then also on Friday Auto Sports Radio 94.1. And then the NIT ESPN2 at 9 o'clock. Northern Iowa plays SMU at 11 o'clock. Loyola Chicago plays San Jose State on ESPN2. And then at 11 o'clock, Utah Valley plays San Francisco on ESPNU. That's what you're watching for tonight, Johnny.
That is what you are watching for tonight.
No
also,
Knicks. They playing today too.
Nah, are they on tonight?
Yes,
They're
they're
on
on
national
Spurs.
TV.
Yeah,
Okay, what time is that game?
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock tonight.
Yep.
All right. For gambling purposes, of course, American University taking on the Mount St. Mary's, 6:40 tonight. That game opened as a 1.5 for American. It is up to 2.5. The total on this one is 128.5. Ugh. God. That is not a lot of points.
No, it's not
At all.
Zero
I may throw, I wish George Mason, I could bet on George Mason. I think George Mason's going to roll tonight in the NIT. That's just me. And then 9-10 tonight, Texas taking on Xavier. That game opened up Xavier laying the 2.5. It is up to 3.5 with a total of 151. That's another one I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued on because a lot of people don't think Texas belongs there. And I don't know if I'm buying Xavier yet. They've been up and down all year long. Pretty good team, but Texas could be motivated a little bit. That's similar to Carolina and what we saw last night with the Tar Heels.
Yeah.
Texas got a little bit of a chip on their shoulder coming out of the SEC. Very competitive, 19-15. Do have some nice wins. Had some nice wins in the SEC tournament, so we will see.
Are they the lowest in the SEC?
No, I mean, they made it. Are you talking about that are in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, they're the lowest.
They're probably gonna kill Xavier there.
Now, are they or no? They're the low. Vanderbilt is a 10 seed, I believe.
Yeah.
So Texas
is number 11.
Yeah, so
Oh,
Texas is lower
Yeah.
than Vanderbilt.
Xavier
And
get that.
also our buddy Scott Jackson, he's going to be on the road this afternoon.
Yes, he is.
He's got his tailgate tour going on, so you don't want to miss that. You know, you guys know where it's going to be? Is it the Island Reef?
I think so.
that's what
Yesterday
it
it was
is,
at
yeah.
David
I just
Buster.
texted him to see so I could cross promote where Scotty is going to be this afternoon on his tailgate tour.
Got to talk to him about that free throw competition they had yesterday.
They had a free throw competition.
And
Oh,
David
man.
Buster, him and James.
Oh, they're at David Buster's.
Yes.
I would
Nice.
dominate. That's the only thing I would win. I would win the dang arcade basketball.
You're talking about Papa Shot?
Yes.
So that's your claim to fame.
That is my claim to
You
fame.
would dominate Papa Shot.
I am the champion of Pop Shot.
Put that on a business card.
Absolutely.
I am the champion of Papa Shot.
Yep. I'm the champion of Pop
See
Shot.
how that goes over.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Perfect.
What you gotta put that for your head down.
I don't even know what else to say. Really, I don't. You are the champion of Papa Shot. What's the other game where you roll the ball?
Skee ball.
Skee
Yeah,
ball.
skee ball.
Skee ball.
Are you the
I'm not
champion
very
of
good at
skee
skee
ball
ball,
as
no.
well?
I'm not very good at skee
How about throwing the ball and knocking stuff off for a prize? Could you do that as well?
Yeah, I can do that.
You could do that as well. So you're all about carnival games.
I do like the arcade
When
games.
it's real life sports, forget about it.
Oh,
But
I
if it's
love
carnival
playing.
games, you're
I
phenomenal.
love playing real life sports. I'm terrible, but arcade games, I'm absolutely great at arcade games.
Which arcade game?
I'm really good at the football one, the 2-minute drill.
2-minute drill?
Yeah, that's
I don't
I
know
get the
that
high
one.
score every time.
Really?
Yeah.
Every time.
Every time.
Are we writing this down?
Yes,
Yes.
We got to fact check all of
because
this.
we have to go to Dave and Buster's, all three of
Make
us on
the
the
chip Dave
weekend.
and Buster's Monday.
On the weekend.
Yeah, I don't think that's happening.
Of course not.
Inlet Reef, by the way. Scotty Jackson this afternoon in Virginia Beach will be broadcasting live from the Inland Reef at 3 o'clock. I highly encourage everybody to go out. Here's what I want you to do. Show up at 3 o'clock at the Inland Reef and just stare at Scott.
Don't say a thing. Don't cheer. Just stare.
Don't say. Just walk up to the table and just stare at him for 20 minutes just to see what he says.
This is how much of a professional he is.
That would be great. Right. So I encourage you, if you're out about at Virginia Beach, the Inland Reef this afternoon, 3 o'clock, the Scott Jackson Show, Priority Auto Sports Radio 94.1. Do me a favor. Just show up, cross your arms, and stare at him for 20 minutes. And then get a bite to eat.
Yeah, don't even say a word.
Don't even say a
Don't
word.
even say a word.
I am, by the way, I will be making an appearance on Chris Russell's show.
Really?
This
Nice.
afternoon. Yes, I've been called.
Look at
I
that.
think he feels guilty that he's talking wrestling with you
Yeah.
and he's talking to J-Lo, and it's not extended an invite to me, who promotes his show every week.
Oh, so there's a pity one.
Well, we're going to be talking some college hoops. He knows that's my wheelhouse.
He knows you are the best.
I am the best. Don't you forget that.
I won't.
All right. Is it time now, Suave? Did we give you plenty of time?
Props to Warpath. He said he got a championship client. There you go, J-Lo.
Championship client, man.
Yes.
Championship client.
Championship client.
Seriously, just show up at Inland Reef and stare at Scott for 20 minutes. Don't say a word. Don't say anything about the Commanders. Nothing about ODU. Just stare at him for 20 minutes and then get a bite.
Look
to
at
eat.
Warpath's sex comment.
Yeah, I'm not talking about that. That's on Warpath. That's all good. All right, Suave. Look, Suave, we need some motivation on Wednesday.
We are, but before we do that, we got to reset the Pacer poll questions, man.
Oh, let's update the poll question, please, there, J-Lo. My apologies. I was waiting for the executive producer to chime in and let us know what we're doing next.
Okay, I understand.
Pacer payroll poll questions of the day. Number 1, is UNC basketball for real? 57.1% says yes.
Yes, they're back, baby. They're back.
Tar Heels, baby.
Till they play Ole Miss. Then they're not back.
Our next Pacer payroll poll question. Have you started planning your sick day for tomorrow and Friday?
Yeah.
57.1 says no.
No. Shame on you. Shame on you. Amateurs.
Yes.
You got to plant that seed early. Plant it early. Got a tickle in the throat.
There you go.
That's a big one.
There you go.
There you go. Suave has a great impression.
God almighty, Suave. The problem is it's not a depression.
No,
this is every single day.
Professional right here.
Yeah. Every single
He's
day.
pulled that plenty of times in the shipyard, huh?
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie.
Our next Pacer payroll poll question. Do you consider fish tacos an appetizer? Our final poll question. And 63.6% says no.
No, absolutely not. The fact that it's only 63% is shame on you. I've never been anywhere where fish tacos were considered an app. Perfect happy hour dish, no doubt about it. Hot tuna in Virginia Beach, by the way, phenomenal fish tacos during their happy hour. And I think Short Break might have some tacos on
They
there
do, yep.
as well. So you got to check that out.
I think it's a shrimp taco, actually. It looks
Is
unbelievable.
it a shrimp? You can probably get a fish if you want to change it up.
If you want to.
Yeah.
Just tell them you know J-Lo, and they'll change it up for
I
you.
think Plaza Azteca appetite is
Yeah, but they're not a
talking about
sponsor, so we're not talking
Oh,
about it.
excuse. Oh, sorry.
They're not a sponsor.
Sorry.
We only talk about sponsors.
Oh, okay. All right. We talk about Red Robin, but okay.
Well, that was just a drop in.
That was an
Just-
anecdote.
just-
That was an old story.
which I think Red Robin closed all of their locations but one here locally anyway. It was just a drop in. Just a little sprinkle.
Okay.
But I also followed it up with a Short Break reference. So it's not the first thing you heard of. It was the last thing you heard of.
Personal story.
Y'all,
You talk about
y'all
Eagles
need to
nest
be
on here,
lawyers.
Suave.
Y'all need to be lawyers out here.
I'm just being a total hypocrite right now. Is all I'm being. I admit it.
Exactly. A
Being a
lawyer.
hypocrite.
There you go. And a politician. Here you go. Yeah, all right.
There you go.
All right. So let's go ahead and get ready, y'all. This is the motivation today for Wednesday. You know, Johnny D will thank you everybody for tuning in. So let's get to it. This one may be hard for a lot of people because the new F word, a lot of people like to say, is called forgiveness. Yes. I'm going to talk with this quote right here about forgiveness. Holding on to anger, resentment, and hurt only gives you tense muscles, a headache, and a sore jaw from clenching your teeth. Forgiveness gives you back the laughter and lightness of your life. I know that's hard, especially with a lot of things people have done to you, you know, did you wrong, said things about you, or whatever. I know it's hard, but learn to forgive. And the reason is you don't want to hold on to that. You know, a lot of times we hold on to anger, hold on to hurt, resentment. It hurts you worse than the person. So if you learn to forgive the person, not only will it'll help benefit you the most, it'll benefit you the fact you won't hold on to grudge. You won't hold on to all that stuff that can bother you down to the fact that it will actually mess with your decision making because you hold on to resentment. Learn to forgive. I know it's hard. I know it is because what things happen in life, but forgive. It's not for the person, it's for you. Forgive and let go and let whatever happens, happen. But for you, forgive that person. I'm telling you, show love when love doesn't exist. And one way you can show love is to forgive that person. Forgive your enemies, forgive your friends, but most of all, forgive yourself. It's okay. We all make mistakes in life. So just forgive yourself and others. And that's my motivation today for Wednesday. Johnny D. And look at
Are you still talking?
Yeah, I'm done.
We're done?
Yeah, we're done.
I thought you were taking it to the break.
The
I already
break.
shut her down.
The break. We're taking it to...
You said forgive, and I shut her down. I forgive you, J-Lo.
There you go. See?
Thank you, Johnny. Thank you.
I forgive you, J-Lo. That's what I do.
Let's go, y'all. We'll see y'all back tomorrow Thursday. It's the morning drive.
I forgive you, J-Lo.
Exactly. Let's go, y'all. See y'all. Have a good day, man.
Here's a quick weather update from the News 3 First Warning Storm Team.